Right, I'm only going to play the one song. I'm not going to play all of that. I can't hear anything. I can't hear shit, so we'll just have to do it like this. Well, it might just look
Welcome
yeah.
to the cave. Welcome to the show. The beer is cold and it's time to go. Long hair in his cave. This is the place to hang out. Come on the show and scream and shout. Keeping it real is what it's all about. The show is about to begin. We have everything here aside from a doggone will. The show's about to begin. We have everything here aside from a doggone win. The show is about to begin. We have everything here aside from a doggone win. Get very real, keep it real, keep it yeah. Welcome to the game, welcome to the show. The beer is cold and it's time to blow. Eric Yeti's cave is the place to hang out. Come on the show and scream and shout. Keeping it real is what it's all about. The show is about to begin. We have everything here aside from a doggone win. Come on, win.
Hello. What's going on here, man? Oh, mate, we'll get this sorted one day. Right, where's Tony gone? Oh, Tony's gone off the screen. Right, let me just chuck you over there. Right, go for it, Tony.
So yeah, people, you are welcome to another episode. I mean, this should be literally the third episode, if I'm correct, but I think it's the third episode. So people, you're welcome to the third episode of an installment called Paint, the Team Red. See, people, it's with me and no other person than my guy, my G. Yeah. You know, he might be in some, Nottingham Forest somewhere hiding. But see here, people, it doesn't remove the taste out of the show. It is Paint the Cheap Red with my friend, my brother, no other person than Longhead Yeti. Because Yeti is my guy. He gets a po. You know, Yeti doesn't like all this shenanigans I do, but, it is what it is. I like pissing my friend off. And I mean, that's the essence of this show, isn't it? I mean, what are we doing here if we can't piss each other off, bro? He gets a po.
Oh, it will happen, mate.
For the big Yeti. And you know what, Yeti? You get a po 4 times for smacking the hell out of Tottenham Sports last weekend. Oh, my God. He gets a 4 po. Oh, my God. Yeti.
Brat.
Big up to you, man. Absolute big up to you, my brother, man. I mean, this is good. I mean, for once, Yeti, I would start off the show by just, I'll be a nice guy on this show for what you did to my noisy neighbors, my hated neighbors last weekend. God bless you, club.
Absolutely.
Yeti, how you doing? Talk to these people, bro.
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. How are you? And it was awesome, bro, to be honest with you. I mean, it was phenomenal. Good football. We controlled the game sort of right from the start. Me personally, I'm absolutely fine. A little bit hungover, as always, is always the case when I do a watching on the night before. But yeah, other than that, I'm sound, mate. I'm absolutely sound.
I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. Big up to everyone who's joined up. I mean, I see Waffle Dunn joined, said nice intro. Big up to DJ Crane. I mean, his ears has already popped off already.
Big up, Carl.
Big up to you, DJ Crane. I mean, see, Yeti, we're not gonna dance about the bush. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. I mean, I'm gonna give you the floor to actually rant and gloat about that historic win against Tottenham. I call it an historic win because I mean I like seeing those pips down the road. I like seeing them, in a messed up situation. And if a friend of a friend does that job for me, after I've done my own demolition job on them, I mean, we can be friends. We can sit on the same table and break bread together. See, Yeti, give us perspectives to what happened against that, against Tottenham Hotspur in that game.
Well, I mean, they chat shit and they get banged, don't they, at the end of the day? So, Desi, what did he say? He called my team dusty. Who's dusty now, mate? Because you've been put in the dusty bin. You got put in the dusty bin. So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, it was one of the best performances I've seen under Dice so far. Everybody was on the same page. Everybody was in the positions they needed to be in. There's a goal where Vicario kicks the ball out, which is really stupid. But from watching it right from the start, I could see that this passing out from the back was something we could possibly take advantage of at some point. I'm not a big fan of it, if I'm honest. If you do it quick, it's not too bad. But I just think sometimes common sense has to come into it. And Vicario gives it straight to Gray, and Gray just gets mugged straight away, which I would have done as well. I'd have told our players to pull up further up onto them to try and stop them actually doing that. And and then we just got the Sangari show. We got the Callum Hudson-Odoi, the Anderson show. We got the fucking Forest show, mate. We bought every single tree with us for that game. And the sum of the goals was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Callum Hudson-Odoi was class. A brilliant player again. Sangari's goal was probably the pick of the lot. The Callum Hudson-Odoi goal is, look, people keep saying to me, like, was it a cross? Was it a shot? Let me just explain something. I couldn't give a flying fuck what it was.
Shameless.
When you shot, what it was. At the end of the day, it went in the back of your onion bag. So cry more. And it's at the end of the day, that's what matters. Same as you guys when you get set piece goals and stuff like that. Goals are goals. It doesn't matter where they come from. They help you win the game. They're the statistic that counts. So, I thought that was awesome. And then all of a sudden, Sangari gets that, outside of his right boot, and it hits the post and then goes in. He had an header earlier on as well. I mean, he's really starting to become the player that we actually signed for 35 million, I think it was. He's really coming into his own now. He's really coming into his game. And people say things about Dice. I've read a few things about Dice saying that he'll go so far and that'll be it, because he always does. But I don't think he's ever had a quality, talented squad like he's with now. So it's possible that it could actually go further. But it's not all over yet. We've still got to go to Fulham and we've still got to get a result there. Remember, we beat Liverpool and then we lost to Everton 3-0 and didn't even offer anything whatsoever. Yeah, and then Brighton as well. So, I mean, we've got to keep it. We've got to keep it going. Fulham's going to be a tough one on Monday, but we've got to get there. So, so I'm delighted. I'm delighted at seeing all the meltdowns. I love my favorite sentence is, yeah, but this is only Nottingham Forest. You know what? Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. I want you to keep thinking it. I want you to keep thinking that, and I want your players to go, oh yeah, well, it's only Nottingham Forest, so we won't really turn up today. Okay, fair enough. We'll send you packing with a fuck you, and we'll take all the points. There you go.
Yeah, take all the points. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yet, yeah. At this point, yeah. We
Yes.
just have to herald that win. I mean, I know it's only Spurs. I mean, the haters, yeah, would say, "Hey, it's only Spurs." That's what the haters would say. But again, you have to beat the team that's put
It's
in
only
front of you.
Liverpool.
That's what I keep saying. We can't keep saying, okay, they're dreadful in the league, so therefore, any wins against them, any goals against them doesn't count, bro. What are these people talking about? If you beat a legitimate team in the Premier League, you're winning that game for a reason.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
3 points at the board. So I don't get it when people are saying that Nottingham Forest win maybe doesn't hold weight because of the way Spurs are playing now, their form or how they're playing. A win is a win, isn't it? Yeah.
Bro, at the end of the day, right, it was only Man City. It was only Liverpool twice at Anfield, but it's only Liverpool, and the first one where we beat them 1-0, they actually won the league. So I mean, that says a lot. This time they're not up to it massively at the minute, but it's still Liverpool. It's only this team and it's only that team and whatever. This is the problem, in my opinion. This is a problem because when you go into games like that thinking this is going to be a walk in the park, you tend to get a lead put round your neck and you get walked round the park yourself. It's just, to me, it's always been a stupid thing to just undermine a team and not take them seriously, because you will come unstuck doing things like that, which is why I never do that. And it can be only Tottenham. I mean, at the end of the day, Tottenham have a really good away record, don't they?
Yeah, in it. Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, they pride
it's not
themselves on
anything
that,
in that.
on that yardstick. They've been saying, not that they've been saying, it's been proven. They've been winning more games away from home this season. Down the road, they've been blitzing teams this season, isn't it?
Hey, that's what I mean. Look, at the end of the day, I don't care who it is. At the end of the day, right? It can be Leeds, it can be Wolves, it can be whatever. The most important thing is that you win the game and that you don't underestimate your opponent. We got you guys on January the 17th. Yeah.
Oh my God! Now I'm fretting for that one, bro. I'm really scared. I'm getting, not that I'm getting scared though, but I mean, you can really see this Nottingham Forest team, just getting to where we know they can get to because of the kind of caliber of players that they have right now. But we'll go straight into that. But again, I want a little bit of an analysis of Hudson Odoi, bro. I mean, week in, week out, that guy's name hasn't left your mouth, and it's for a reason. Because probably you see his strength, probably you see what he brings to the team that maybe many other people aren't seeing. Bro, you need to be aware, yeah? You need to be positionally aware when you're scoring that first goal for Nottingham Forest. I mean, it was good and okay for Gray to make that mistake, but if you don't have quick thinking attackers or quick thinking forward players who actually know how to position themselves, unlike the problem I'm having with my team in terms of positional awareness for Gyökeres. Yeah, I mean, you have to be positionally aware of where the danger is. Yeah. So, but we're not talking of Gyökeres now. We'll talk about that later on. For Odoi to just be aware of where he is, aware of getting that, that cutback. Yeah. Aware that, Gray has made that mistake. I have to run down to the other side so that we can be able to form, a foil so that I could be able to just have that easy tap in. And he found that space and he got it. Anyone arguing about that second goal, whether it was a cross, whether it was, an intentional kick, bro, that's useless to me. Again, he found the ball and he made use of it. That's it. And even if no one was able to even get their head on that ball, really, it will still fall in place if it maybe ricocheted over the post or ricocheted over Vicario. There were oncoming players that were there. And again, you have to herald Jesus yet again for the second week again. we're talking about Jesus again, your striker.
Mm.
I mean, his pressing game. But
Well, he was
bro,
immense.
Nottingham Forest are beginning to press hard, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
for the past, like, let me say, 5 weeks ago, we weren't seeing that pressing coming from Nottingham Forest. But right now, the pressing as a team, Jesus is leading it. Hodoi is moving into that press too. Bro, Sangare is also, marauding everywhere in the midfield, looking for hook to devil. I mean, this team is coming as a whole, bro. It has to be a thing of mentality where this team goes from here.
Yeah, 100%. And it's got to carry on, and we've got to keep starting the games with that press. And I've been saying it for ages. I said it. So I'll give that one. But I've been saying for ages, at the end of the day, you've got to give a team a game that they don't want. You've got to get in their face, show them something that they just don't want to be up for, or they're not up for. And that's where you have your chance of actually playing. You have to earn the right to play. Yeah. And you earn the right to play by getting in their faces and actually showing them that you're not just going to let them run around. This is the City ground. This is Nottingham. You don't just come here and do exactly what you want. You will get punished for that. And they did get punished for it. And big up to Assembled, by the way. And big up to Jazz's Arsenal as well.
Big up the Assembled. Big up the Assembled. Still my guy, the Assembled. Big ups. And he says, Rossi, Jazz, Crane. Big up to everyone who's in the chat. Big up to Jazz,
I'll
Crane, everyone
on the screen.
Yeah.
But
big up to Jazz, yeah. Jezza, big Jezza.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw you hold your own against
man.
Stricto. I heard Stricto was a bit wanted to come hard at you and all of that, but you stood your ground, so this is what it is, Big up to you, Jess. You proved
who the pussy hole really is. Right. Okay, so when it comes down to like Callum Hudson-Odoi, yeah, I said this the other day to Michael. I used to think when he played for Chelsea, he was very greedy. I used to think he always tried to sort of keep the ball himself. I think we have made him more into a team player. Like when he got the pass into Sangare. Before, I think he tries to keep going and tries to get his right foot on his shot and all that kind of stuff. But he actually looks for his teammates. He'll cross the ball in. He'll put some great crosses in. I mean, sometimes he even go in the goal. Sometimes he even go straight in the goal. So, he's an absolute class individual. We've got some great players. Igor Jesus is improving massively for me. He's holding the line and owning it up top. Amazingly, he's got used to the strength of the Premier League. I think he actually likes the battles now, in the up front as well. Anderson, can't say too much about him really. I mean, I just love the guy.
Amazing,
he just gives everything, mate. He just gives everything, and I hope we keep him. I really do hope we keep him. I know we're asking for quite a lot of money. But he's worth it, and we've got to keep him. We've got to keep Murillo. We've got to keep Milenkovic. Get Aina coming back, because players are starting to come back and getting fitter now as well. Aina's started to train well now as well. Woods is as well, although he's going to find it hard to take Igor Jesus out of his spot. But then if Woods comes back and he's okay, then he sits on the bench and then he comes on for Jesus. That's the way I would do it, because Igor Jesus has done a fantastic job. Callum Owendo's starting to get himself going as well. So I just think, we're just bringing really good players. I mean, our scouting network must be off the charts, because we have brought in some absolute class players. Even the fullback we've got at the moment. I mean, even he's coming on leaps and bounds as well. I've completely forgot his name, which is why I'm waffling, because I can't remember what his name is. But even he's been phenomenal as well. And Sells, of course, is Sells. He's just.
And Murillo is always an icing on the cake.
Murillo is different class. Murillo is different class. When he first came to Forest and I was watching him play and stuff like that, I said on the stream, this guy's going to be Brazil's like number one defender eventually. He's world class. There's no doubt about it for me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, see, yeah, I'm not saying I'm gonna be afraid playing Nottingham Forest, but I mean, with my form
Be
now and
afraid.
with the kind of, you know, I don't know with the kind of you know way we're playing right now, man. You know, I mean, you just have it's not us. It's not a situation of let's see what happens rather than beating your chest and being confident about going down there to beat Nottingham Forest right now that Hudson Odoi has found his own space and is continuing from where he stopped. Sangare is now finding those chances, mostly outside the 18-yard box. Look at that thunderous goal. Yeah, and again, Jesus is also trying to pester this defenders. I mean, they're finding rhythm. But one person that has continued to wow the crowd down there in Nottingham Forest is Hutchinson. Hutchinson. I mean, Hutchinson has been real good.
Yeah.
He helps you attack. He's also pressing too. And down that flank is a big threat. I would equate him to Madueke because I've not really seen, and I've always wanted to ask you this question too, because I've not really seen Hutchinson's that final end product come from him. And that's why I'm equating him with Madueke, because both of them, they both probe into the final third of the opposition box, and they never really have that end product to what they do or to the activities they're actually, pushing towards in the final third of the opposition box. But they'll always give you chaos. They always give you problems there, and open up play for other attacking assets to actually get into space, get into positions to get the ball and get into the net. So, what would you say about Hutchinson right now and his game when he played against the Spurs when you smacked them up?
He's just a complete 100%er, mate. He's brave. He's got the abilities that I like to see, where he'll just run at anybody and he'll just take them on. His confidence is unreal. He's also a team player as well. Gets fair few assists. He will get it to the byline and put it in the box into the danger areas. He's a young lad. He's got a bit of time to go, but I would imagine I'm actually quite shocked that Arsenal let him go, because he went to Chelsea, I think it was. He got all the death threats from the Bellends, who probably can't get out of the mum's basement to even try and attack somebody. But and he's just been class. He's another one I liked as well. It's great when you get these players that you actually know of, like in the Championship or wherever they've been playing.
Yeah.
And you just think, well, I'd love to have him sort of one day or whatever. And then actually you start getting those players in and stuff like Anderson. I've always liked Anderson for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Never really got a chance to shine at Newcastle, but now he's come to Forest. He gets to play week in, week out, and it obviously makes a big difference to how good he is and his development as well. And I like the way Dice sort of deals with these players as well. Hutchinson, Anderson. There's nothing I need to tell them at the moment. There's nothing I need to train them at the minute. They're developing and they're getting better at what they're doing.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's a young player. He has the room to grow.
Yeah. And that makes a big difference. And Hutchinson will get better and better and better. And I wouldn't put it past, when you come to the City Ground on January the 17th, it is January 17th, I wouldn't put it past him bagging one, to be honest.
Yeah, T. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched, bro. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched. I mean, we'll be having Gabriel back for that game. I mean, don't count your chickens. My defense might be, more solid by that time. Saliba, is already back. Gabriel, with what the manager said, should be back in less than 2 weeks. So if my defensive setup is down there, there's no cause for worry yet against the Nottingham Forest.
Weren't they there?
Of course, anything
Weren't
can
they there when
happen.
you
But
lost last
when I
time?
have that defense, I'm at least 50% more assured, that there wouldn't be any goal at the back of the net. So it is what it is. It will be a tasty matchup.
No, but wait, Tony, weren't that amazing defense there last time when you came to the City Ground? The first
But
season
yet,
we
it
came
is
up,
what it is. I've already beaten you this season
and
already, bro.
you
I've
still
already beaten
lost.
you this season already, and with that same defense.
Emirates
So
is
it is what it is. I mean, you just keep the game that we played in the Emirates, bro. I mean, does it make sense right now? We beat you already this season, so it's not only you to do the same to us. So, but again, I doubt you're going to beat us because by then we'll be looking for points. To part the pressure on Manchester City, and we'll be moving like lions. So let's see what happens. I just hope our title push doesn't collapse before January 17th, so that we could be able to smack you guys up. But again, Yeti, final one for this one here. Nottingham Forest is in 18 points. Now that's what 3 wins in 5 games does for you. Yeah. It improves the tally. It gets you out of the relegation battle down there with West Ham, Burnley, Leeds. You're now top in Leeds. You're in 16th position. Right now, you have 18 points. And again, Yeti, me just saying you have 18 points doesn't have to really make you, embarrassed in any way. Chelsea is in 28 points. Yeah, you're just 10 points away from top 4. And we've seen how the Premiership rose. Arsenal was leading the pack by nearly 7-8 points, and right now we're being hunted down by Manchester City by just 2 points. In fact, they could literally top the table by tomorrow anyway. So 10 points, 8 points, it's nothing in the Premier League. Provided you're posting up the wins, you're winning your games, and you're pushing the 3 points on the table. So with Nottingham Forest now at 18 points, 10 points behind Chelsea is in top 4. I think, if I can think properly, Crystal Palace is in 5th with about 26 points, if I'm correct.
So something like that, yeah.
Which means that you're like 16 points. You're like 8 points behind Crystal Palace. It's not so far from the table, isn't it?
No, it's not so far, but you've got to win the games to actually catch it up. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we've got to carry on what we're doing, and we've got to keep building this feeling that we're not going to get beat and all that kind of stuff. And building this feeling that anybody we play, we go straight for the throat at, not as in like trying to, going on the attack. I mean, as in sort of like pressing them and panicking them a little bit and not giving them as much time. That's what Spurs did on Sunday. They weren't getting any time on the ball or anything, so they was making mistakes and stuff like that. I don't know about it being a problem with Frank. I mean, how many managers are they going to have? I mean, what you're doing there? There's got to be another issue there, but that's Spurs, and nobody gives a shit about them. So at the end of the day, we've got to carry on doing what we're doing. It's no point beating somebody and then going on and losing and all that. We've got to keep up with the mentality. We've got to keep the hard work going, and we've got to keep making me fucking proud. That's exactly what we've got to do. And
I mean, I heard you guys sent the Spurs to the rehab after that game. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing here because the Spurs is my guy, is my friend. But I mean, I heard you guys sending, up the top, and man just went to the rehab straight up after that loss against you guys. I mean, even Bagov is out here saying Yeti celebration was gold. I mean, people, I checked that celebration and oh my days, bro. Yeti was going mad. Michael Chelsea FC says here, Madueke is a terrible footballer. Hudson-Odoi is far superior. I wish we kept him. I mean, it is what it is, yeah. But, I mean, that's a hard one right now to just say, yeah. But again, Hudson-Odoi is doing what he's doing. He's doing what he's doing, But he would have to do more. He would have to do more. He would have to score more goals. He would have to raise Nottingham Forest higher, into mid-table for us to start having that conversation about him, pitching him and Madueke together. But again, I still think they're of the same class, though. Two of them still have, again, the young players, they still have years and years to come to play in this league. So we still haven't seen the best of Madueke. He scored against Bayern Munich, scored 2 goals against Brugge. I'm not saying that bails him out, but again, you can see how he's trying to fit into this system of Mikel Arteta, innit? But it is what it is. Madueke still has to show me more. Although he still has to show me more, even if I know he has, he has what it takes. He has all the strength to keep doing what he's doing now. He's on the right path. He just needs to score more goals, like he's doing right now. But again, it's to your own detriment, Yeti, because if he keeps scoring these goals, he's gonna be plucked up by one of the, European League team or one of the Champions League team. If he continues with this, you're a selling club. That's for sure. We've seen that. Nottingham Forest is a selling club. When these big clubs come with the money, I don't think Yeti you can be able to say no, because what you've shown in the market over this year is that you are a selling club.
Over the years, yes. Look, at the end of the day, it's like Murillo was. There was a few offers came in for Murillo, and we turned them down. So we do have the ability to do it if it is a player that we really want to keep hold of. But it's the same for most clubs. It's not the same for, say, Liverpool or Arsenal or whatever. That your players can play well and they're not going to get picked up because of the situation that you're in. We're always going to be in that scenario. But I don't think. I hope that we don't start selling players off, because I think you're never going to get anywhere if you keep doing that. I know there's not a lot of choice.
But Arsenal is keeping their core, though. But Arsenal is keeping their core. Arsenal is keeping their core. Liverpool is keeping their core, though.
Yeah,
core players. Exactly. We can talk about the players you're talking about that don't play quite well, haven't shone for the team, like Kivior and all the rest of those clowns that we've managed to actually move over the line, like Nelson and other clowns like Eddie Nketiah. But when we are talking about someone like, let's say, maybe like Magalhaes, we've been able to ward off attacks from Real Madrid. Also for Saliba, we've been able to keep Bukayo Saka. The core is still there, but you guys, even your core is being, it's been ravaged. Look at Newcastle coming to your football club and plucking, what's his name? What's the guy that moved to Newcastle?
Oh, Elanga, yeah.
Elanga. Elanga was part of your core. Am I correct in saying this?
It was, 100%.
He was, you can't deny that.
Elanga,
I know I put you in a box now. So, it's what I do. I put people in a box.
Elanga's not all that. He's not all that at the end of the day.
No, you can say that in hindsight, though. But last season when you were playing, if Elanga wasn't in your lineup, you'll be cursing, bro. Seriously, you know that I know that.
No, there was a lot of times where he wasn't really on form or anything. So, I still called him out when he didn't play very well, when he didn't really offer anything. I'm a fuck around, find out kind of guy. I don't, I like a player, but if you turn up to a game and you're not like 100% in that game, then get out of my club. And if you want out of my club, then get the fuck out of my club. So, it also comes down to that as well. If any of them decide they want to go, then you don't have no options. We've already been through this. It's like if they decide, look, I want to go to a bigger club, that's it. They're gone. Let's face it. You can't keep a player like that. You just can't. And especially not after what Isaac did and what Wissa did. And there's been no, there's been no punishment whatsoever. So January, in my opinion, is going to be mental, because if there's any players in your club that want out, they're just going to play that game. Whereas I'm not training, I'm not staying with the team, I'm not doing this. There's got to come a point where it's written into your contract that if you start doing that, then you don't get paid at all. Simple as that. I mean, they'll never sign it, but that's got to be what's happens, because business people take over football clubs, and business people don't like to lose money. So they will come up with some kind of plan to stop players being able to do that, and so they should as well. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to keep the entire team together and we're just going to keep rolling on and this, that, and the other, because that's not a decision that I'll get to make. And also, if players want to leave, then there's not really a lot you can do. If you guys, like, all of a sudden decided, oh, we're interested in Murillo, yeah, it would turn his head. Let's not be daft.
It definitely will.
Of course it would.
It definitely will. It definitely will. That's for sure. I mean, it's every Brazilian's dream to play in top tier. I mean, playing with the biggest team in top tier football. But again, we move down to Arsenal. I mean, before we go into the predictions of the next week, Yeti, Arsenal, Wolves, a home game that Arsenal was meant to pummel the last team, in the league. We knew what happened. I knew you had lots of things to say. I would say mine after yours, but you will have to give us perspective to that. But before you do that, Gabriel Jesus came out this week and he said this. People listen very well. Yeah. Gabriel Jesus says this. I feel that I have unfinished business at Arsenal. I don't want to live. We can wake up the sleeping giant with this manager. Just listen to his words, Gabriel Jesus. He says again in the second paragraph, I'll take it over again. He says, I feel that I have unfinished business at Arsenal. I don't want to live. We can wake up the sleeping giant with this manager, Mikel Arteta, and this squad. We can do it. I trust my football. I trust God's plan. And that's what Gabriel Jesus said today. We'll get to that statement later on. Yeti, what did you feel about...
Did he say he's now a goal scorer? Because before he said, I'm not really a goal scorer. Did he say that? Did he say that?
He's already on the offensive already. I mean, I just said that to spark something in Yeti, because I know Yeti would say something about it. But again, we digress. Let's go to that Arsenal Wolves game. I mean, Yeti, Arsenal Wolves game, Wolves final. The last team in the league. Yeah. Before we played against them, they've considered not in less than 33 goals. We thought it was going to be a pummeling, mostly after, they opened up the gate, like a 24-hour Tesco shop, against Manchester United. And Manchester United just went through them and put 4 goals behind them. But the thing is, we played against them. They packed the bus. What did you feel about that game, bro?
I'll be honest, mate. I mean, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I thought you were going to blow it. I did actually think you was going to blow it. I mean, Wolves played really well defensive, did really well in the defence in that respect. But then all of a sudden, you decided that, we've won this game, so all we need to do is sit back, which I've always said is not a good idea, because it just says to the opposition that basically, right, we're not having that, let's go for it. And the play that they did when they actually, you played into their hands to that point, because they was playing some really nice stuff and they was getting through you quite well as well. I mean, they scored all 3 goals basically, but they was looking quite decent. And I honestly did think you were going to blow it. And I don't know if this is right or whether this is wrong, but when you decided to sit back, I'd be interested to know whether when they got the equaliser, whether it was Arteta that turned around and said, right, get back out, or whether it was the players that just went, we're not doing this. We're going to get the winner. I'd be interested to know that because I was watching it,
man.
and
I
I'm not an Arsenal
think it's
fan,
a bit of
I was
both.
panicking for you.
Yeah, I get that. Again, I think it's a bit of both. I mean, Yeti, did you see Declan Rice in that game though? Did you see how he played? Did you see his aura? Did you see how he played? I did a watch along with I'll be back with Bag for the Everton game tomorrow. I'll be doing a watch along for the Manchester City hate along in the morning tomorrow. But
They got running for life.
see, Yeti, yeah. The team too have to take a certain hit.
Banging.
I mean, yeah. They have to take a certain hit for what happened. And again, Rice is knackered, bro. I saw most of our players, most of them aren't running at 100%. The fitness levels have dropped, bro. Yeah, we can talk about all these things that stems from the manager, which I do accept. But before we talk about the manager's own, I'm just looking at the fitness level of the team. Mikel Arteta hasn't really come into full effect of knowing what rotational policy really does for a team. And I'm seeing players like Timber. I'm he act off Zubimendi mid-game. He act him off. Declan Rice has to be there. That's why he was still there, bro. I mean, the players are knackered already, and we've not even struck half season yet. So it's part of it. I mean, the blame has to go partly with the manager and partly with whatever the team is going through, because we're having a team that hasn't really shown their form yet. I've not really seen any standout character this season, bro.
I don't know why it keeps freezing. Your connection keeps freezing, mate.
Seriously? Sure about
that? Yeah, it keeps freezing.
Okay.
Either that or you're cold. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know, but I think I'm back. So, but the thing there, Yeti, is that I think Arteta has to take the blame for whatever is happening to this team. The injuries, the formation, the lineup, everything. Man is just making horrible mistakes. I mean, we've talked about this Eze thing, Eze playing in the number 10. You know that Eze is the best bet. You know that Eze is a moment player. And you're hacking him off in the first half. It doesn't make sense. You have to play in the second half when there's tired legs, and then you know that Eze will be that guy to actually try to open up spaces, try to, bring up the players that are just blocked their post, open them up, and then while he's playing with Trossard, who does the same thing too, who finds spaces, within this low block teams. But I mean, low block. Arteta has again shown that he's struggled to actually. I mean, you remember you said that last weekend, about this low block teams, and
he's never done anything about it. So you're always going to struggle against it.
Exactly, you said it. You caught it on this one, and I think he struggled against Wolves.
I think you're going to have to leave and come back in, Tony. You keep freezing up, mate.
I would go off and come back again.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on there, but it seems to be all right on my side. Samuel says the players are overtired. Obviously shows we need to rotate a lot more in the cup fixtures, especially the Champions League. Yeah, good point. And BBK Sports, big up to you, mate. Look, at the end of the day, right, if you can't beat a lot, I don't understand this thing where people can't beat low blocks. Every time I see a team go up against a low block, let's just get Tony back in if he comes on. Right, okay, let me just put you over here again. But what I was saying about the low block, and I said it on a short as well. The problem is teams are too regimented. So as soon as it becomes a low block, it's like when Chelsea went 10 men down in the cup or in the game or whatever. I don't know. He got sent off. But it's like you just carried on doing the motions. Teams just carry on doing the motions instead of making runs and trying to move players out the way and trying to make them panic and trying to make them do something silly. Because as soon as you get into a low block, you're concentrating crazily and you're making sure that there's no mistakes and all that kind of thing. So you've got to make the opposition make mistakes. Have a run through the middle. Have Eze run through the middle. Just try and take on a few of them. You'll take him down. You get a free kick, pushes you forward, or try and get into the box. There'll be a panic. There'll be a tackle comes in that probably gives you a penalty or something like that. I don't understand why it's so difficult, to be honest. Put the ball over the top or something like that. I mean, you've got a man called Gyökeres who can hold the ball up and assist and score goals. Well, apparently he could until he joined Arsenal. Now he don't seem to be able to because they don't really use him. And then basically he gets blamed and it's all his fault all the time. When the player...
Yeti. No one is blaming him. No one is blaming him. We're just saying adapt to the system. No, I know, but we're just saying adapt to the system. I mean, let's see, Yeti, I'm tired of the excuses. Big up to BBK Sports. I mean, BBK Sports have been making excuses for Victor Gyökeres, calling it just the system of the manager. I mean, people, Yeti, when we went for a striker, off season, we weren't talking about Arteta's system when we were going for Gyökeres. We didn't talk about Arteta's system, about how he was going to acclimatize to the system. We didn't say that. We were all just saying, go get us a batsman in Europe and bring him on here. When we were linked to Gyökeres, there was no single talk about how he was going to fit into the system. You know why? Because world-class players, mostly, and again, when you linked to world-class players, I still look at Gyökeres as a world-class striker. I just think he's a victim of the system. But again, being a victim of the system doesn't mean you can't thrive in that same system. I've seen Kylian Mbappe leave PSG, where he was banging in goals, scoring in goals, went to Real Madrid, didn't score goals for a couple of times, for a couple of months. People abused him, people cursed him, people said he's finished, but he started scoring goals again. Now, when you're a world-class striker, that's what you do. If the system doesn't adapt to you, you adapt to the system. And again, you don't even technically have to adapt to it 100%. If you're given, mostly your teammates, when you're scoring some certain percentage of goals, they will start looking at you and say, okay, you know what, Gyökeres, I really trust you to give you the ball. That's why the ball is all going to our outlets. It's all going to Bukayo Saka. It's going to Trossard. It's
the
going
manager
to
problem.
You know why?
The manager.
Because there's no trust on Gyökeres. They don't trust him to score goals. He's having the same goal tally that Van der Ven has for Tottenham Hotspur, bro. So in no way am I putting him down. In no way am I putting him down. I'm just saying. Adapt to the system. You knew when you were coming to the football club that Arteta is not the guy to adapt to your system. The manager is an egomaniac. He's never going to fine-tune the system to fit you as a player. He's a selfish manager. We all know this. It's a complete known thing. That Arteta is a strict one. He would never fine-tune his system to feed you. So you have to be the one to actually do it. So Gyökeres is actually should be fighting for his reputation right now. That's what he should be doing. Give us something. Give us something. Even if you 1, 2, 3 goals, see, we're the top team in the league here, and we've played against teams that have considered 25 goals in West Ham, as at the time when Gyökeres played against them. Guess what? Man didn't score any goal against West Ham. We played against Wolves, the worst team. See, they're literally actually gonna beat that record for Derby County as being one of the worst teams to actually play in the league, bro. And man can't even back a goal against that shabby defense against Wolves. So you have to ask the question.
I can nail this.
Your big time batsman is not scoring against lower opposition. Even if it's the system,
I can nail this straight away.
You should be scoring 1 or 2 goals. You should be.
Yeah,
bro.
but Tony, right? At the end of the day, yeah, I remember a time when managers were that good at what they did. They brought a player in and then they adapted the system to fit that player in. Yeah. You got somebody who's not a manager. I've been saying that for ages. 6 years. You know, you've got a new film coming out. Two Shields, 1 Cup. That's it in 6 years. And it's like Gyökeres is a fantastic player. If you pretend you're a fraud, if you pretend to be a football manager and you cannot get a guy like that scoring goals in a country he's been in before and played football in before as well. So there's no excuses of, oh, he's got to get used to this and he's got to get used to that. At the end of the day, you look at the way Matty keeps showing all these like images and stuff.
Matty did a good job with that.
The guy's in the bloody midfield. He's not actually using him as an out-and-out striker. And to be fair, Arteta did say he's not. He don't need a number 9. And I'll tell you why he said he don't need a number 9, or why he didn't want to have a number 9, because it would have shown him up for exactly what he is. If you can't get someone like Gyökeres scoring, then just get the fuck out, man, because you're not doing the right jobs. You're still sticking it with certain players who can have the ball and do whatever they want with it, and they can, and then there's other players that just get left on the wayside. And yeah, I agree, Gyökeres could put himself about and all that kind of stuff, but he's always like a second lost on, when a pass comes in, he's always a step behind. And he's a step behind because he's in the midfield all the fucking time. And he's in that position instead, trying to hold things back. And that's not the way you use a striker, not quality like Gyökeres. If you actually had a manager that knew what they was doing, you could turn him into an assist machine and a goal scoring machine. But you've got a manager that hasn't got a clue. And
but we don't have that.
If you can unlock Gyökeres, then you fucking smashed it. But this idiot won't unlock Gyökeres.
He won't. That's what I'm saying. That anyone who is acting in this way and saying, oh, it should be, the manager is not going to tweak the system for him. We both know Mikel Arteta is not going to do that. But why I'm saying this is that I don't want us to keep trying to shoehorn Gyökeres when we're in the midst of a raging war with Manchester City in trying to wrestle the title away from Liverpool. We are in a goddamn war. We don't have any more time of tweaking any system. And this is the thing here. We don't have any time to start changing the system for Gyökeres. You know why? Because if we do even tweak the system right now, a system that has kept us top of the league right now, because that's where we are right now, a system that keeps us top in Champions League right now, it's no gimmick. Yeah, a system that still keeps us in the EFL Cup for now, right now, in it. So we're in 3 competitions, FA Cup inclusive, right now. We're not out of those competitions. That's a system that has worked for us. Yeah. Now we tweak the system for Gyökeres. Yeah. You have to know it to come at a cost. It's either you wouldn't be using your wide players because more of the ball will be sent to him with looked up passes. That's how he operates. You have to look up the pass for him, and he has to make those runs too. But Gyökeres isn't making those runs, and that's what is really killing me. Yeah, you could say he's dropping down deep, but every striker for Mikel Arteta has always dropped down deep. So he knew this before coming into the football club. So anyone who's crying foul now, it's just, I mean, it's bonkers to me because you knew what you were getting into. You knew you were going to drop down deep. You know the manager doesn't play.
It's not down to him. It's not down to him to have to adapt. If you buy him in, then you've got to find a reason to buy him in. If you're going to buy a player in, you've got to have a reason for that player to come in. So you've got to have some kind of idea of how you're going to use it.
So you mean Gyökeres didn't have discussions? You mean Gyökeres didn't have discussions with Arteta before coming in? Is that what we're saying now?
No, of course, they had discussions. It's down
they
to
always have discussions.
Down to him.
He knew what he was getting into. There's no way you can get it. And again, Yeti, the problem is with the manager. The problem is with the system. I'm not saying Gyökeres is garbage. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying he's a victim of the system. And right now, we don't have the time to try to shoehorn a striker will buff for 60 million plus, into a system to start scoring goals when the alternate system has got us in this top of the league, top of the Champions League table in the EFL Cup right now. If we tweak that system right now, just to shoehorn Gyökeres and we don't win a title, then what happens? Because all our outlets will be cut off. That's number one. All our outlets will be cut off if we're trying to shoehorn Gyökeres. Our outlets in Saka will be cut off. Our outlets in Trossard will cut off, which means goes from Saka off, goes from Trossard off. Eze might not try. Our defense might become more open and prone to counter-attacks because you're trying to shoehorn Gyökeres. Now, that's not a risk I'm willing to take mid-season. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So instead, this is what I'm going to do.
Just have a wasted player then. Just have a player in the shirt for no reason whatsoever.
Again, it's not my fault. It's the manager we have in place. That's the problem. It's the manager.
Doing it.
And it's a clear thing.
I'm going to direct it to. I can't speak to Arteta. Fuck me. I'd love to have him on a fucking StreamYard and fucking rip the shit to pieces. But, I can't speak to him. I can only speak to you.
But again, we're in the midst of fighting for a title.
Gyökeres, it's a waste of money and it's a waste of wages and it's a waste of putting a player in the shirt. And I'll be honest with you, mate, he does make runs. But when he makes runs, other ones that are so bloody selfish, like Saka and all that lot, passing it back to Odegaard back to Saka back to Odegaard, Saka back Odegaard, and then he's not getting the fucking ball. I mean, how many times does he actually get a chance or anything that's like a proper chance? He has had a few, and he has fluffed his lines because he's had a few.
But again, his confidence levels has been horrible. Yeti. I mean, let's get to that. I mean.
There will be.
It's good we talk about
the position where he can do anything.
That's why he hasn't scored it. His confidence levels are completely shattered. It's one-dimensional. He's not making the runs. I mean, I saw Madueke score 2 goals against FC Brugge. You know why? Because he's making those runs. Secondly, he's putting himself in those positions to score the goals. Like, I saw a cross in the second goal for Madueke. Yeah, they crossed that ball for him. Yeah, it was crossed for him. Yeah, and do you know where he was? He was hugging. He was hugging the post. He was hugging the post. Now, that's where I want to see.
You're freezing up again, bro.
Yeah, but he wasn't where Madueke was. I'm freezing again. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm back. Yeah. So Madueke was hugging the post and he scored the goal. He got that second goal for himself. What I'm just saying is, Gyökeres, the system has failed you. But you, as a striker with that kind of reputation, cannot say because the system has failed you for you to just stay down. Sometimes you just have to show up, do something, even if the system has beaten you to the pulp that it has removed your wings or whatever. Just give us something. Give us something. If he scores against Everton, you're
freezing again, mate. No, he hasn't changed his system in 6 years. You're absolutely right there. You froze all together, bro.
I froze up again. Really?
Can
I
you
think it's a
actually
StreamYard thing. My
redo
internet's
your
showing good.
router? Can you redo your router or something?
Yeah,
I mean, mine's fine.
I think it's a
Mine's
StreamYard thing.
But yeah, but if it
Okay.
was a StreamYard thing,
Alright.
it'd be happening to me as well, and it's not. So
Okay. Well, let's see.
it's got to
But
be
anyway,
your
let's
side.
continue. But again, yeah. But again, yet you see the manager leaves the football club. Oh my days, bro. Okay,
Well, I'm just trying to
let's
provide
see.
you.
If it happens again, I have to go off and come back. If it happens again, I have to go off and come back. If it happens again. But see, Yeti, yeah, this is the thing. Yeah. The problem, it's not Gyökeres, it's the system. Arteta would have to leave the football club for us to get Gyökeres to its fullest. This is the answer. There's no bullshitting about it. Arteta has to leave for Gyökeres to perform.
Big up E to there. E to there. I mean, A to there, sorry. Tony, you keep freezing in some mad facial things, mate. If anybody wanted to like clip it up or like get a picture of it or anything like that, your screenshots would be all over the internet. My bottle of wine in front of me scores against Bruges. Big up to you, Daddy. Big up to AFC always. How you doing, matey? But everyone scores against Bruges. To be honest, I don't get it, because at the end of the day, you bought the player in, you bring a player in, you put them in a position where they can actually do something. The other players are far too greedy when it comes to the attacking side. I'm looking at you, Saka, and he's not getting chances or anything. And what is it? When a striker starts dropping into midfield, there's a reason for that. I mean, if you remember, Ferguson used to take Rooney off as soon as he started doing it. Right, okay, let's try again.
Yeah, let's try again. I'm sorry, Yeti, I don't know. Everything seems okay here, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
So good. It happens. Yeah, so Yeti, Arteta needs to leave for us to achieve 100%, potential for Gyökeres as a striker. But if he doesn't leave, this problem will remain. I mean, you can look at the strikers that Arteta has turned down. I mean, Lacazette, Aubameyang, of course, maybe in this first season with Arteta he banged, but the other seasons, regressed. Lacazette regressed. I mean, look into all of them. All of them all messed up. Martinelli tried him as a striker.
Look at Danny's comment. Look at Danny's comment.
It's a cold in Finland. That freeze, Tony. Exactly, Danny. Exactly. It freezes the old internet, bro. Exactly, bro.
Big up,
Big up to Danny. Big up to Carl Rossi too, man. Carl Rossi, real one.
And
so but again, Yeti, it is what it is. But again, Yeti, one thing people are not really taking into consideration is that was 3 points at the board. I mean, it's okay to play, embarrassing football. It's okay for the manager not to drop the correct lineups, but it is one thing to get 3 points, and put it on the board. 3 points is what matters to me. Is it sustainable? Yeah. That will be the story for the game against Everton. Let's see. Yeah, but 3 points is what I want, and as long as they're giving me 3 points, I'm good and I'm okay. And let's see if we can go ahead and win the league with that. I just need 3 points, just 3 points. I don't care how they play, because Arteta right now, it's even boring football. It's boring football Arsenal is playing right now. Sideways, back passing. It's boring. I don't enjoy the football we play. I mean, you saw your game against Tottenham. Action ultra. Even if Tottenham isn't really scoring, I'm not scoring goals. There's action. There's interest. People are moving the ball around. Odoi is moving the ball. Sangare is taking shots. Bro, my team, I can't even enjoy the football, bro. But if they're getting the 3 points, it's okay with me, because I won the title. I don't care how we win it.
Tony,
I just won the title.
Tony, do you know why that's all working? You know why Hudson Odoi is working and why everything's working is because We build a system for the players that we've actually got. That's why. That's how it works.
Hmm.
We don't just go.
I think the example is actually a question.
I'm just going to say this. We don't just go, let's bring this player in, and then we'll just put him on the pitch with a shirt on. And right, so basically, your instructions are show us why we bought you. Otherwise, we'll have to take you out of the team. Yeah, but boss, what is it I'm supposed to be doing? Oh, we're not telling you that. Okay, no, we're not telling you that. You're a footballer. For fuck's sake, you've been doing it for ages and with other teams and stuff like that. You're a goal scorer. You make great assists, but we're not going to give you any instruction or anything like that. We're just going to pay 60 odd million for you and then just let you stand on there and work it out for yourself. It's superb, isn't it? Really.
But again, see, this Gyökeres issue has clearly divided the club. When you saw what happened with Stricto and our brother Jez, there's a goddamn civil war going on because of this case, But again, let's look into perspective. In this same system, we've seen Trossard still thrive. He's scoring goals, he's finding spaces, he's bailing Arsenal out week in, week out, he's giving performances that's befitting of a left winger. I like Trossard. He's our standout character this season. But he's benefited from this. He has benefited from this system. I look at Madueke, coming from a total different system in Chelsea.
Because it involves him, Tony. That's why he's fitting into the system because of Trossard.
Come again. I didn't hear that.
I didn't come the first time, but anyway, that's another. Comment.
No, you said something. You said something, but you just repeat it again.
Trossard is built into the system. That's why he works for him, and that's why he shows what he's able to do.
Really, was he really built into the system? There was a time when Martinelli was actually always playing. It was the preferred choice. Yet, don't get me started on how Martinelli is a favorite of Mikel Arteta. He has always been starting down the left-hand side. So this system hasn't really suited Trossard. But he's finding his way, he's finding his own at this time right now because he's scoring goals. He's now the preferred left winger in the football club right now. You will call his name before you bring in a Martinelli. Yes, Martinelli is doing his bit down there in Europe. Martinelli has actually scored 5 goals in 5 UCL games in Europe, actually. He's not replicating that in the Premiership. He said something about it, but that's something completely different, But again, Trossard is thriving in this system. He has actually made the system work for him. He's made it work for him. Look at Madueke.
The system's built around wingers, mate.
Integrating into the system too. He scored against Bayern Munich. He scored 2 goals against FC Brugge, and he's looking good. Actually, right now, I even want Madueke to even start over Saka. So how come are all these characters all working and actually working quite effectively, adapting into the system, and a batsman who scored nearly up to 100 goals in over 2 seasons in Portugal? It doesn't matter, it's in Europe, can't actually adapt to the system, really? So, we know it's an Arteta system problem. He also has to adapt. That's all I'm saying.
Wingers. The system is built for wingers, and wingers, as normal, most of your wingers try and get in to try and score goals. They don't try and cross the ball, where Gyökeres would be handy in that respect as well.
It's built for Martinelli's a winger. It's built for wingers, but he's failed. You're saying it's built for wingers, but I know wingers that have failed in the football club. So it's not really built for anyone.
Because it's a system built for wingers. I'm not saying every player is going to be great because it's built for wingers, but your system is built for wingers. And it's more about them having a lot of the possession and trying to get the goals for themselves. There's the one thing Arteta did say, right, was the system don't need a number 9. And he's proving that. And he didn't want Gyökeres anyway, But that, to me, is the key. I think he's a perfect player for Arsenal. If you can actually, and he's worth changing it around just to make sure that you get him on the end of the ball, because then you will score a lot more goals and he will get a lot of assists. You could have him. You could have Gyökeres as a 10/9. Yeah, he can assist. Saka can come into the middle. Trossard can come into the middle. He can pass it to Trossard.
It's not in his wheelhouse.
They can score.
It's not in his wheelhouse. He's not well suited to play as a false nine. It's not his system. Gyökeres, I've watched him in Portugal. His system is hard rock football. Yeah, tap, boom. Yeah, look the ball up top. Man is on the run, and he needs players that really understand him. When he's making those runs. He's not a dunce. He's a fast player when he put him on the run. But
that's down to the players.
The fact there is that this system is not built for him. See, Yeti, Arsenal fans have to admit it. We got this one wrong with the manager. We got it wrong. Gyökeres isn't going to suit the system. I wanted Gyökeres. I failed in my evaluation. It's as simple as that. Let Arsenal fans don't dilly-dally about this. We all knew that Arteta was not going to shatter his system to shoehorn Gyökeres. We know it. We know he's a bozo manager. So why are we all acting as if all of a sudden he's going to tweak his system for Gyökeres?
For nothing, then.
It's all a lie. It's not true. It's for par. It's a lie. It's a mirage. He's not going to do that. Then. He's not going to do that. So why are we all acting all crazy? Saying that he should change. He's not going to do it. Your manager. So it is what it is. And Gyökeres knew about the system before coming down to this football club. So now it's now down on Gyökeres to show us a bit of quality, trick the mind of his teammates, so that they now see him as a viable player who could make those runs and they could trust in passing the ball to him. Because right now, there is no single trust right now with Arsenal players and Gyökeres. They don't seem to be
I'll tell you what then, Tony. Give him to us. Give him to us. Yeah. And we'll have him banging goals in instead. Yeah. And we'll have him playing to the quality that he's got. Because at the end of the day, that's kind of how it works. Arteta is absolutely clueless and even comes out and blames the players as well, that Gyökeres ain't getting anything and all this, that and the other. Well, that's because that's the way your system's built at the end of the day. So that's just how it works. And as soon as Mourinho comes in, they start crossing into the box and he gets his headers and stuff like that. So why are they not doing the same thing as like when Gyökeres is on as well?
And that's a question I'm asking too. Is it that they're giving Gyökeres a different description of what to do and telling Mourinho a different thing to do?
Answer this question, Tony. It's been on there for ages.
Yeah. Second time of asking question. Are the players meant to fit into the system, or should the system be made to fit the players into it? I think, yeah. This is modern football. Yeah. I think the manager, should be able to get the best out of his players. That's what I would say about that. It's on the manager.
You nailed it right there, then, haven't you?
Yeah, it's on the manager to actually make sure that every player that plays for him work with the system, acclimatize with the system. It's more easier from that standpoint. However, this is modern football. You have to adapt when the system doesn't work for you. I've seen players that have adapted to system. When Thierry Henry came down to Arsenal, he didn't work quite quickly, with the whole system changing everything. He played in Italy, he played in France, and then he came to Arsenal. He wasn't banging goals quite easily. But what did he have to do? He had to adapt to the system in England, adapt to the system. When Drogba came down to England, he wasn't banging goals all of a sudden like that. He had to acclimatize to the system, and they now built it around him. Yeah. Now, there's a difference why Gyökeres can be the same thing with what Haaland is to Man City. Man City, that system was built for him. Now, Gyökeres is coming to a system that isn't necessarily built for him. And he knows this right from time because he watched Arsenal football. He left a club that is supposedly a legend. I mean, You saw the ruckus that was started up there. He came down here. You can't tell me you didn't know that the system wasn't built for you. So somehow when that system fails, it's now on you, because it's now your reputation that's at stake now. You have to go and get it. You have to go and get it if the system isn't working for you. See, Yeti, I'll take this out of football, yeah. If the system isn't, if you see someone who was failed by the system, I mean, Yeti, I've seen some of your soliloquies, apart from football, where you take it on with the government. I mean, I've seen you talk about some certain kind of services that, I think then you were talking about services for people that have special needs. That was on your Facebook. Yeah. And now that's a system failure. Yeah, it's a system failure. But you cannot say because the system has failed that you cannot thrive in that system, that you can't find a way to make things work for you. Yet the government has failed. Yeah, they failed in that system. But you have to thrive. Because if you don't thrive, you're going to die. So you have to thrive. That's what I'm asking of Gyökeres.
You're as bad as me with analogies, bro. That's like me turning around and saying, you get this fish and it's like a really nice tasting fish. Well, you think it's going to be a nice tasting fish, but when you get the fish and you actually bite into it, it's not actually that nice after all, and that's kind of how I think about the systems.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But again, no, see, again, it's now down on Gyökeres. Do you want to be known as a failure in England again? No, it's because the system has failed him, and Arteta will fail him. Let that be. There's no doubt in that. He's failed in the system. So, do you want to remain a failure? It's down to you. Or do you want to get some goals, get into position, make some runs? And even when we're even talking about Haaland, Haaland, that system is built to him. I've seen him many times without even the balls getting to him. Man out of nothing, create chances for himself, makes those runs and get goal scoring opportunities come for him. I've seen it in the game against Crystal Palace. They stifled Haaland of goal scoring opportunities, but he found a way to score a goal. That's what I'm saying. Find a way, bro. Find a way.
Yeah,
because the system has failed you. Find a way.
Pep changed that though, didn't he? Pep made it where they're hitting Haaland quicker and all that kind of stuff, which I've been saying for a while, that they need to actually get the ball to him and hit him quicker. And that's what they've been doing. And look at him, he's top scorer in the league at the minute. That's exactly.
So and we don't have much time. Foden is scoring goals. Foden has scored 10 goals already.
It's amazing how much it works when you change your system to a player you've spent 60 million for, so that he can actually score goals and actually do what he was.
But are there really assurances that when you tweak that system, he's going to score those goals? That's the problem. It's not just about changing the system. It's about, do you trust the change? That's another thing. It's just about, it's like saying, oh, we're going to trust so now, are we now trusting the process now? So if we change the process for him now, are we going to thrive in that process? So now we'll suddenly believe in change in the process. Really? Is that what we're doing? Midway in a title run in with Manchester City at our backs, coming in like the blue sharks ready to bite us. Bro, we've seen this scenario, again and again and again. If we're bickering about Gyökeres and trying to shoehorn him, and he's not scoring goals for us, and we're embroiled in a title battle midway, with Manchester City, bro, then whatever happens is our fault. We have to win the start of the season, bro, and we cannot make Gyökeres the center of attraction in all this nonsense. If he's not, my policy, if he's not scoring goals, bring other people to start. Yeah, we have Merino down there. We also have Jesus now, who is now running up. And again, you can't even throw the Jesus thing away, because when Jesus came on against FC Brugge, we saw him running about purposefully, getting the ball, making those runs, hit the post once with Wolves that was scuffling with defenders, and got the goal for us in a way with that Mosquera header. So that's what I'm talking about. So if Jesus is getting onto the ball so easily, and again, Jesus doesn't have to say, Odegaard, please pass me the ball. You could say it was made for the system was made for him. I completely get that. But again, he's not making excuses about, please pass the ball to me. No, he's going and getting to those balls. He's actually making himself available. He's making those runs to get those balls.
But is Gyökeres making those? But is Gyökeres making those excuses? Because I've not heard any.
Well, he doesn't need to be the one anyway. The fans do it for him, innit? Yeah, the fans do it for him.
You just said that he don't ask Odegaard to pass to him and all this, that, and the other, and Gyökeres probably ain't doing the same thing either. But I mean, there is times where I've seen him get a little bit very frustrated, actually, when he's been in a good position. And as Cole said, he does actually make some good runs, but half the time, Saka's got it on the wing and he's just being greedy and just keeping the ball instead of actually spraying it around. As soon as it goes to Odegaard, try and find Gyökeres in the box. Doesn't happen. And you can sit there all you like and say that we can't keep doing this and we can't keep changing the process and all this, that, and the other. But if you're going to continue to do that, you're never going to get anywhere, are you? So it's down to you. You paid 60 million for the guy, so work him.
It is what it is.
Put him in a position he needs to be.
See, Yeti, there's no need of bickering about with this issue. What needs bickering right now is where Arsenal fans will show some seriousness is get the manager out. It's simple, bro. See, it's simple. The problem is not with Gyökeres, people. Don't miss it. And I don't think that Gyökeres is a shitty player. He's not. I actually think highly of him. He's on a banner of my channel right now. That's how much I trust Gyökeres. But we have a manager that won't bulk, bro. You're not a Nottingham Forest fan. You know my manager. You know how stubborn he is. You know this man is not going to change for anyone. You know that right from time. He's not. So let Arsenal fans don't. I mean, I'm just. What is really taking me aback here is most Arsenal fans are acting as if they don't know the manager that they've got. Why would you be saying tweak the system, tweak it for Gyökeres, change it? But you have a dunce of a manager. So I'm sensing some bit of hypocrisy in this thing. You know the manager's not going to change the system. So what is this talk about changing the system?
Well, as I've said,
that's where I'm at.
If you don't try and use your tools, then you've just got a shed full of rubbish, haven't you?
It is what it is. Get the manager out.
He's the tool that you've got. Yeah. I mean,
no other solution. Get the manager out. It's simple.
Agree on that. We both agree on that.
Yeah. So if Arsenal fans, if you're not carrying placards and you're not going down there to change the situation that we find ourselves in, then there is no need of you saying change it, because the manager is changing for no one. He didn't change for Aubameyang that won him the FA Cup. Do you think he's going to change it for a player he didn't want in the first place? Really? Are we doing this?
No,
seriously, Arsenal fans. Are we doing this? AFC always. Are we really having this discussion? Really? Arteta change the system for a nobody? Really? Serious? Even Aubameyang, he played him out wide. That won him the FA Cup, bro. See what he did with Tierney, and you think he has loyalties to someone that oh, really? Come on. Arsenal, let's stop this hypocritical stuff and let's go on with our season. That's just all I would say. Let's just go on with our season. It's hypocritical because it's totally hypocritical. Bro, it's crazy because it's a brewing civil war, with Arsenal fans right now. And it pains me, but it is what it is. Yeti, I mean, I'm already having headaches about this Gyökeres thing because it's so painful, it's so hard. I mean, it's so difficult, You want to score goals, you want goals, and you can't get it. You have a world-class striker down there, and the manager can't trick the system to help you out, and the player is so run down in confidence that he can't even help himself. The players are also culpable of this. But again, Yeti, don't throw this away. Yeah, there's fire in the mountain because right now I'm now seeing Arteta coming out in a presser and now saying that maybe the players, because he was asked a question about why isn't Gyökeres, firing and what would he do to help Gyökeres? And then he now said, you saw when that thing came up in my chart, yeah? He now blamed the players also. He said, maybe the players have to also take the blame for that. I've never seen Arteta blame his favorite. I've never seen him throw the players under the bus like that, bro. I've never seen.
No.
There is fire on the mountain for this Gyökeres issue, and it might engulf our season. We might literally quake at Manchester City coming up. It's real possible. There's fire on the mountain. I've never seen him do that. So there's real big fire brewing in the dressing room. I could see it. Gyökeres doesn't deserve goals. His celebration is embarrassing. Oh, Danny taking the piss. Oh my days! And this is it. Rival fans are just taking the piss at us. Yeah, I mean, look, rival fans, they're just laughing at us right now. Again, Arteta strikes again. Yeti, let's go to the predictions, my bro.
Yeah.
Let's go to the predictions, my guy. Manchester United. Is it, or am I
Man U Villa, isn't it?
It's Manchester United versus Villa. What do you think about that game, bro?
Villa are on one. Villa are on one at the minute, to be honest. I mean, they're doing really well. So I think Villa will just have that bit too much for Man United. And I do have United fans that come in here and stuff like that. But I think Villa, to be honest, I just think they're on a different level at the minute. But it's football, so it could go kind of either way. But I think I'm going to go Aston Villa for that one, to be honest.
But again, you saw that Man United drama with Bournemouth. I've not asked you about that, bro. How did you see that, bro?
I missed it, mate. I didn't watch it.
Are you serious, Yeti?
Yeah, I was watching it. Welcome to Derry, the season finale, which was absolutely phenomenal. But I would have liked to have watched that game because it was 4-4. So, from what I've heard, I can only go from what I've heard from Man United fans. Jossie J, big up Jossie J, and basically they defended terribly in the second half. That's kind of what I've heard, and that's as much as I've got. So I've not even watched the highlights or anything. So it was a big one. I missed it.
Yeah, very crazy game, man. Very crazy game. But again, United have this funny way of turning up in some certain big games that you really don't really expect them to turn up or amp up the heat. I think they might get a point in this game for some reason. It's weird in a way. And again, Villa have showed signs of crumbling in a way because they've been conceding lots of goals, even if they've been bailed out lots of times by most of the star players, but they've also conceded lots of goals, within this week. So it is what it is. On paper, it's a tasty one for Aston Villa, but I still think that Man United might still rise up to the occasion and grab a draw. I'm saying 3-3.
Interesting. That's interesting. So I'll definitely be keeping up with that one. I'll definitely be watching that one then.
Yeah,
but yeah, I just think Villa's just on a different level at the minute. To be quite honest with you, I think they've got everything sorted. Their systems working because they get players that actually work with the system, or they sort the system so that it works for the players as well. So yeah, I think that's kind of how that's going to go. But I mean, it's all opinions at the end of the day. I mean, I got them wrong the first time we did this, so. It's not always a given, but I think personally that Aston Villa will win that.
Yeah, definitely. Big ups to E. Ross, the boss, in the chart. Eugene Goldside's down here. Gunners for Life 82's down here. Big up to you people. See people, smash the likes on Yeti's channel. I mean, this is shown on both Yeti and my channel. People, our new show, which is getting to see people. This will be a legendary show. Trust me, people. Yeah. Thank you for your charts. Thank you for showing up. I know it was kind of late today, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, yet you're doing it late, pop style. How about that? See, people, yeah. We go into the next one. We go into the next one. Newcastle, Chelsea. They start the day tomorrow. They have it around 12:30 p.m. tea time. So, what do you think?
What was that one? Sorry, didn't catch that. I was reading the chat.
Away from home, Chelsea against Newcastle.
Oh, that's
Ooh, yeah,
that's
exactly.
going to be another good one as well.
That was my reaction too.
Another good one. Yeah, it needs a reaction because they lost against Sunderland. Didn't they 1-0 and watching us batter Spurs and teach them a few lessons instead. But it's like it was 1-0 and Voltermader scored the goal. And from what I hear, Newcastle didn't really turn up. So I think when it gets back to Newcastle in the next game against Chelsea, the fans are going to expect something. And I think the players are really going to turn up. So I'm going to go for a win. Newcastle win.
Newcastle win. I mean, Chelsea have been playing terribly, bro. I mean, since after they won against Arsenal, the team, they've been, they've been on that tour bus since they won against Arsenal. Because 1-1 is a win for them. So, they over-celebrated, and this is where they are. But again, I still think that, Chelsea, they turn up at times when, you don't expect them to. And again, in big games, they raise their game. This is a big game. Don't get it twisted. Against Newcastle away from them. It's a big game. So I expect Chelsea to raise their game the same way they've raised their game against colossal big teams this season. They raised their game against Arsenal. They raised their game against Manchester City. They raised their game against Liverpool, and they beat Liverpool. They raised their game against Manchester United. In all these big games, for some reason, they know how to ramp up the hit and just turn the hit. Even if they lose, they would give it a big fight. It's a big game. They like the shiny lights and camera, focused on them. So I expect them to do something like that too. Maybe not to get the whole gameplay. Maybe pack the bus and get some certain kind of chances they can get. But again, when you're playing against Newcastle, you just have to fancy your chances too. They're of equal standing. So just let's go.
Well, they defend
I think Chelsea
well,
get a draw too.
And Wisser's there now as well. I mean, and he can be a perfect player to hit on the counter or whatever. And Newcastle have always had like a big sort of like defensive background as well, being able to hold shop. So it's going to be interesting, but I think that'll be a Newcastle win. But I would agree with Gunnar for life as well, saying a draw, in my opinion. I was thinking a draw at first, but then I thought that Newcastle lost to Sunderland, so there's got to be a reaction because I don't think the fans was very happy about that. Well, obviously definitely. They're not very happy about that.
Yeah, definitely. Big ups to Gunners for Life 82. That's my new moderator, head moderator on my channel, and Eros too. Big up to Eros. He forms that cluster of moderators on my channel too. Big up to Eros. He's changed his name to Eros Tabal. How about that?
Yeah.
And of course, I have Otterman. It says, "What's up, Tony? How you doing, my guy?" Yeah, big ups to you, Otterman. Otterman, please make sure you give my friend Longhead Yeti a subscription. Come on, go on and do that. Yeah, that's my guy from Finland, a young friend I have. Big ups to you. And Yeti, we'll go on to the next one. Yeah, we have Bournemouth and Burnley. What do you think?
It's got to be a Bournemouth win, isn't it? Really, Bournemouth's got to get things turned around. I mean, they've just got 4 goals against Manchester United, so one of their biggest issues is keep finding the net, and if they've found the net 4 times, then I would imagine that they're starting to pull things back together, which I hope they are, because I think Semenyo's going to be gone in January. It's looking very, very much like it. And he's a massive player, but I'm sure they've got someone in line to come in because they always seem to pull in decent players. And their manager, he's a really good manager as well. I think they'll have too much for Burnley, to be fair.
Definitely. I mean, see, people, Yeti have said it all. I think Bournemouth is going to pound. I mean, TPP, Burnley will be up for a pounding tomorrow. They're going to be pummeled. I mean, it's going to be mad. I mean, when you score 4 goals against Man United, I mean, you'll be ready to go because, I mean, your machine is, I mean, people, the machine is well drilled, they're scoring goals and that's what matters, So, they see the big picture. They have an amazing manager in Areola who actually do know how to use strikers and forward players. I mean, look at what he's transformed Clive into a goal-scoring machine, into an assist rodent. Bro, I mean, Areola is a savvy manager, bro. Very savvy manager. I don't mind having Areola when Arteta F's off to Man City or Real Madrid, So, but again, whatever it is, any manager can come in and do something good for us. But with a couple of players that we have, but again, people, Bournemouth, I think they're taking this game, and I think it will be a pummeling. I see a 5-1 win. It's gonna be very bad. Clive is scoring. Evan Nielsen is looking good, bad, better. Bro, the midfield is getting in on the act. They look good. They look good. But again, we will also see the effect of Semenyo leaving the team. That's another thing we're not putting into perspective. Mind you, Yeti, the AFCON is in full effect. So most players of African origin will be going back to the continent.
That is true.
In Africa for that African Cup of Nations. So it would be nice to do a couple of watch-alongs with you during this holiday, if you would oblige to that. Semenyo will be leaving for that.
Yeah, we go.
Yeah. Semenyo will be leaving for that for Ghana. And, we need to see the effects of that. It creates for them. He scores goals. He's always running the channels. He's their go-to guy. So let's see the response of Bournemouth in terms of losing their go-to guy.
Well, he wants out. He wants out, so he's going to put himself in the shop window, and let's face it. So, I mean, he's going to be playing it crazy at the moment, And he is a cracking player. I've always liked Semenyo. I'd love to have him at Forest, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to go on to much bigger things than that. Because, mate, we will get there eventually, but just not yet.
Yeah, definitely. Yeti, the Brighton and Sunderland next. That'll be 3 p.m. UK time, and that'll be at Brighton at the Amex Stadium. What do you think?
Well, Brighton beat us obviously 2-0, and the way they played the game was solid. To be honest, I mean they had such a really good game plan against us at the City Ground, and I think, but Sunderland just had this something else about them at the minute. I think they've got this manager who's really got the team ticking, and they all know exactly what it is they're supposed to be doing, and they just won't. They won't go. They won't go away. They beat us at City Ground and deserved it as well. And then they beat Newcastle, obviously. Sorry, I keep saying that. I apologise to the Tuners, but so I think Sunderland will give Brighton a real good game for their money, and I think on that one, I'm going to go for a draw. To be honest,
a draw.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a draw or Sunderland win.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. I mean, you have to. Brighton. I mean, Brighton beat you guys anyway. Isn't there? Yeah. I mean, this game looks like a draw.
You don't have to drag it in. You don't have to drag it in, mate. I already mentioned that.
Yeah.
Shall we talk
I mean, sometimes it's good to slap it. Sometimes it's good to slap it to your face at times because 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 after that win against Spurs, let's don't act funny. You know, you've been a little bit cocky. Yeah, you've been acting all giddy, and the rum has been on rotation. So it's only
Shall we
good to
talk about Aston Villa?
slap some reality to your face sometimes.
Shall we talk
How
about
about
Aston Villa?
people?
How
The
about
show
that?
is all about
How
banter
about
too.
that?
You're gonna be getting a lot of
Aston
banter
Villa.
from me and Yeti because we do it. We just do it. We just do it, my guy. Yeah,
Let's talk.
you want to
About
rebuttal?
Aston Villa,
You
mate.
want to rebuttal?
Let's talk about Aston Villa. We're talking about teams that beat us.
I know. Yeah. If they go low, you go low too. Oh my God, yeah, that's not the way, man. Sometimes you have to be the bigger one. How about that?
No.
When I go low, you go higher. That's what you're meant to do. You don't have to go to the gutters with me.
Big up doing
Okay.
How you doing, matey? Hope you're well, pal.
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, bro? Hope you're good. It says, hello, everyone from Matata One. Big up to you, my bro. How you doing? And I hope you've subscribed to both channels. Yeah, big up to you. And we're doing the predictions after talking about our team last weekend. So, Yeti, I think there's a draw written all over this Brighton Sunderland. See, this weekend, I'm looking at a whole lot of draws this weekend because tough teams are just pitched among each other, and you see them, playing high quality football, but high defensive display. But again, it is what it is. I think Brighton will draw against Sunderland, but it's going to be a score draw, so I think it's 2-2.
Yeah, interesting.
That's the second draw for me in the games already. So the next one, this is very important. Manchester City versus West Ham. Yeti.
Oh, well, we know that Nuno can have Manchester City's number, but with this West Ham side, I don't think he will, to be honest. I think that'll be a City win all day long. I think Haaland will have a field day as well. Look, Nuno is capable of pulling something out the bag, and he has, like I say, he has beat City with us. So, it is a possibility, but he's at City as well, isn't it? It's actually at the Etihad.
It's at the Etihad. It's even worse. It's at the Etihad.
Yeah. I apologise to all hammers, but I think that's going to be you're going to get hammered.
Oh my God, Yeti, what do you think is the scoreline? Oh my days.
Scoreline could be crazy, mate. I don't really do scorelines, as I've said to you before, but I think it'd be a win for Man City. But I do think it'd be a win, but I don't really do scorelines.
Yeah, but again, it's our show, Paint the Tube Red, so you have to put a score on it.
No. 0-0 City win. 0-0 City win.
People by 0-0, it means 7-0. So, we get the picture. We get the whole picture. People, see, again, this is, City would have the chance to go a point over Arsenal at the top of the summit. So you do expect them to move like lions and like marauding beasts, circling West Ham and, just snaring the enemy and just putting them to the sword, by the end of the first half. I see that coming. They're going to pummel this team, bro.
Yeah, I think probably right.
Yeah. I'm looking at 5-1. There's no excuses. Another horrible day for Nuno. And I think Nuno should be nearing the sack. I think he should be nearing the chop very, very soon. But again, we go. Wolves, Brentford. Wolves are the melody against Brentford. Brentford have had quite, horrible display.
He's got to be Brentford, to be honest. I think that's got to be Brentford. I mean, they bought that striker in, what's his name, Thiago, and I think he's third top scorer in the Premier League at the minute. So, I can't sort of look away from Brentford there. I can't see Wolves getting anything till the end of the season, to be honest. I just don't think they've got what it takes at the minute.
Mm.
They're going down. 100%. I'd let you know what. Personally, I'd love to see them beat Brentford, and that not because I have any hate for Brentford, because I'd like to see them get 5 points, because I'd like to see them eventually get over 11 points, so them dirty sheep shagging Derby fans don't lose that title of being the shittest team in the Premier League. So I would actually like to see that.
Yeah, exactly. People, I mean, Yeti have said it all. I mean. This is the people. Yeah, I mean, this is the worst. This is the worst team in the league, bro. Yeah. But again, they played against Arsenal. Yeah. Again, Yeti, things might be turned on its head. They played against Man United. They opened up like a Tesco 24/7 shop. Yeah. They played against Arsenal. They closed up shop. They maintained some form of defensive coherence, some defensive balance was down there. Arsenal didn't score a goal. They scored the goal for us, actually. So if they're closing up shop and they're looking more better playing in that way, just maybe it might inform the manager that, hey, you know what, I think right now is better we pack the bus in a way and get any chances we can get, because we look more better playing against Arsenal than how we've done all season. So it's very, very possible that Wolves actually used the system they played against Arsenal and looking at it like, you know what, I think we did more better against Arsenal. Why not employ that same system? We have the cheering fans who are demolling you. We can actually cause some certain problems with this Brentford team that hasn't gotten a win since God knows when. So it is what it is, isn't it? I wouldn't just rubber stamp that as a win for Brentford right now, just because of how Wolves, stuck to the game plan till the very end.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you sit back against Wolves, then I mean, you guys saw yourself that they are quite handy with the ball, actually. If you sit back against them and you just sort of like go into a low block scenario, they are actually quite handy with the ball. And I think, you know what, if you want to know how to win a low block, ask Wolves, because that's exactly what they did to get their equaliser, and then you turned it on to get the winner, which was insane, to be honest. It was insane. But I thought they played some really good stuff. When you started to sit back, they was playing some really nice stuff and they was getting through you quite easily as well. So if they change to that sort of thing, or just do the defending and then like try and go for that. But I don't think Brentford are going to sit back. I mean, I don't watch much Brentford, but I don't think they're going to sit back. Under Frank, maybe, but I don't think they do with this guy that they've got now. Not as far as I know, anyway. I mean, I don't know everything about every team, so but I think if they do, then Wolves can play some decent stuff. They've already shown that. So it's just down to that for me. But
AFC always, I mean, it takes a swipe. And this is why I like AFC always. I mean, it's a real one, I mean, he loves taking this little piece of swipes against his teams. I mean, he says, we couldn't, and this is, against Arsenal too, but he says, we couldn't even score a goal against. I mean, it's crazy to think about the AFC always, right? That we couldn't even score a goal against the worst team in the Prem, Wolves, who had less points than a triangle. I mean,
that's a line, isn't it?
My days. This is a big roast, man. I mean, Arsenal were being cooked from every direction, left, right, and center, bro. I mean, we can't catch a break, bro. We can't catch a break, bro. But Yeti, so what do you call that Wolves game now? Scoreline?
I didn't do a scoreline, mate. I just said Brentford will win.
Okay, no scoreline. Okay.
No,
Um,
I don't do that.
you know what? Yeah, I'll give that game to Wolves, and I'll
Yeah?
say 2-1. Yeah, I'll say 2-1. I think that Arsenal game would spur them on in terms of how they played, and
Good point.
they would make sense of it all and actually get their first 3 points in the league. And it's at Molineux, home fans, everything. So let's see what happens. Tottenham versus Liverpool, big game at White Hart Lane.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be an interesting one, isn't it? I think that's going to be battle of the shittest, isn't it? Both teams are like on a struggle at the minute, and both teams have been beaten by us 3-0. So it's going to be battle of the teams that get defeated.
Oh yeah, yes, that's true. You've beaten both teams 6-0. Oh yeah, that's true, bro. That's true. Yeah. When you were saying it, I was like, "What is he saying?" But I just have to go back and remember that. Oh my God, yeah, you smacked up Liverpool 3-0. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I mean, Spurs. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, things ain't going right there at the minute. Things ain't going right at Liverpool. But as I keep saying, Liverpool will turn it around at some point. Ekatike got 2 goals the other day. He looks a fantastic boy, by the way, Ekatike.
Yeah.
I do think that Liverpool will have too much for him. Is it at Spurs ground or is it?
It's at White Hart Lane, the new White Hart Lane.
Oh, right, okay. I still think Liverpool will have it, to be honest, because Salah's got back on the pitch as well. Although I'm not quite sure I agree with that.
Salah is going to the AFCON competition, so he's not.
Oh yeah. You've got to take that into account, haven't you, as well? How many players are actually going to the actual AFCON as well? Well, can Arte be going?
Konate is a French international.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, like I say, I don't know which ones are going to go and which ones are going to stay, but I still think.
Yeah, so Konate is staying. He's not going anywhere because he plays for France.
I was trying to cheer the Liverpool fans up because the old is terrible. So I thought they'd be like wishing that Konate was actually going, but unfortunately not. But I still say it's going to be a Liverpool win, to be honest. Liverpool win or a draw.
Are you attaching any scoreline to it? No,
I don't do that. I don't do that on games or anything like that.
Yeah. I get that. See, Yeti. I mean, you've said it all. Again, Spurs have been so poor. I mean, look at the show against you. I mean, they came close to scoring, 1 or 2 with Kolomwani against you, but I mean, that was just it. Gray had was it a shot on goal or off target shot? I mean, Gray, the one that gave away the goal.
Yeah, it's a good shot, actually. It's a good turn shot, to be fair. But,
It had a good turning shot, So, people, don't be surprised, Yeti has got me watching Nottingham Forest games. So, I mean, it's a good one, I mean, iron sharpeneth iron. So, because of this show, I've got watching Nottingham Forest game. So it is what it is. But again, poor showing against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest buried them. Buried them. So I think Liverpool would tear them apart at the White Hart Lane. I'm sorry, man. I think they would tear them apart because, I mean, at home, you're losing at home, and now you've carried that same form away from home, and now you're back home against Liverpool that's ready to actually come back, and win more games like they've been winning over this week. So this is what it is. I think they'll win. I think it's easy 3-1.
Yeah.
Easy 3-1. Liverpool take the cake. Now the big one for us, Everton at their new Merseyside Stadium against Arsenal. Yeti, the Hunt.
Mate, seriously, I mean, this team beat us 3-0. at their place, and we didn't offer anything. Not that takes anything away from Everton. Dewsbury all just ran the show, completely ran the show. So if you're going to play against them, you need to shut that guy down pretty quick, because otherwise they all start to rally up. You've got Tarkowski, who is basically just a thug, let's face it. Gyökeres, if he's on, should be able to have a good fight with Tarkowski, because I know he's that character as well. There's no point in like any balls over the top, because they're really tall players. That's what we was doing, was trying to lump it over the top. And I'm like, why would you do that against fucking 7 foot people? I mean, they're not 7 foot, but wherever they are. But it just makes no sense to me. But they are a good side, and Ndai as well can make them tick, So it's going to be a difficult game for you, that is. It depends whether if you can like get a goal straight away. I mean, well, you might need Everton to score it, because I know you needed Wolves to score all your goals last time. But if you can get a goal straight away, then you could probably put your advancement onto it. But you have to be careful with Everton, because they are a good side. And Moyes, as much as everybody slagged him off, he is a good manager. To be fair, he does know what he's doing. He'll have a good.
He's a decent manager. Well. I think that's a word.
He knows what he's doing. He's been there, done it. He's done it with Everton. I mean, he was at Everton doing great with them anyway. Back in the day before he went to Man United, another mistake when you go to a bigger team and it don't work. But I think they're a tough team. You got Grealish, who will win free kicks everywhere, because that's just what he does. He's that tricky. You will take him down and things like that. And I don't know about your defence, whether you've got your Gabriel and Saliba back or not. But Grealish is going to be a tough character, and Ndai's going to be a tough character. Barry's not all that, to be fair, but he can cause a problem if you don't get on him quick enough. If you try and sort of play it conservative or whatever, then they might just pick you off. But as in for the score, do you know what? I'm thinking it's going to be a draw, that one.
Oh, finally, you want to talk about scores when it gets to Arsenal?
No, well, I haven't given a score though, have I?
I keep getting you all the time, bro. I don't know where you didn't want to talk about scores.
I was saying it's a draw.
Now you want to talk about scores.
I did, but I still haven't gave a score. I said draw. That's not an actual 1-1.
I'm just effing with you, my brother, bro. I'm just effing with you. See, I wanted you to actually waffle about Ndaye and all these other guys, in the team. Yeah, but like the Joker, ta-da! Magic trick. Ndaye is going. Ilman Ndiaye is going for the AFCON competition. He's gone.
He's going for the AFCON.
Gone. Dusted.
I don't know the AFCON, so I have no idea.
Gotcha! People, he thought he has got me on the ropes, and then I just snatched it. Gotcha!
Grealish ain't going, though, is he?
See, people.
So that's one player I've mentioned that's not going to be there. And you think I'm on the road?
It's crumbling for players to play against us, bro. I mean, the rivalry of paying the tube is real, people. It's real.
Joshua and Jake Paul, yeah? You're the Jake Paul, and you're going to get knocked out.
See, people, Yeti on full throttle. This is Yeti. I mean, 100% people. This is the Yeti you want to just sit down and talk football all night with. Yeti, apart from Ndiaye going to the AFCON competition, they have one other player, a henchman in the middle of the park, Gaye. Idrissa Gaye is also going to play for Senegal at the AFCON competition. That's two very important players. Two monsters in the midfield for them will be out of that game. And that's where my solace comes into play. That's where my calm comes into play. And you know what?
If Idrissa Gueye not there, then who they're going to use to punch their own players?
I don't know. Exactly. I don't know. An invincible lamppost or scarecrow. I mean, anything would do. But so Gaye, Idrissa Gaye will miss that matchup tomorrow against Arsenal when Arsenal plays tomorrow. And of course, Ilman Ndiaye will be out. They're both playing in the AFCON competition, African Nations Cup for Senegal. So one
That's a big
more
club.
important player won't be there tomorrow, and that name is Dewsbury Hall. People, Kenan Dewsbury Hall. He won't be there tomorrow. He's injured, and
Ah,
that's
right.
yet another important player out for Everton and
Mm,
confirmed by the manager. However, Grealish passed the lay fitness test and would be used in that matchup against Arsenal. So the only landmark kind of player or marquee kind of player that they have playing tomorrow would be Jack Grealish, and his fitness levels is not even really 100% because they really had to shoot him up with the morphines and with the painkillers to come up for this one. But let's see what will happen tomorrow in it. So
could be interesting. That's 8 o'clock, isn't it? That.
yeah, but apart from that, you do fancy Everton to use their 6 foot plus defenders and pack the bus, mostly when a handful of the marquee players are not in the team. So I expect Everton to just pack the bus, fully loaded,
Yeah.
in the stadium. So I mean, it's gonna be another dreadful game with Arsenal, drab game, sideways passing, because they're going to pack the bus. And mind you, they have the caliber of defenders to pack the bus efficiently, bro. I mean, you're talking of Mikolenko. I mean, these are seasoned Premier League defenders.
Mm,
Yeah, they know what it means to pack the bus. We're talking of what's the other guy's name? Uh, they have Keane. They have Keane. 6 foot
yeah.
plus Keane. They have
Yeah.
Kathleen Keane.
Tarkowski.
Yeah, and they have Tarkovsky. And I mean, these are seasoned defenders. Although O'Neill might have a difficult time, facing Bukayo Saka on the night. But again, they still have
Mm,
defenders to really who are tall, big, strong to actually pack the bus on the day. So I think that's where
yeah.
their strength will come, and then they can also use Grealish as an outlet for those fast paced breaks, for those counter attacks. I mean, if there's anything, Wolves have actually shown that you can actually play counter attacking football against Arsenal and get behind their
Mm,
defenders.
yeah.
They've shown it. I mean, up to twice they showed that they can catch Arsenal on the break, catch them in a quick counter attack. And who was quicker to do that in that Everton team than Jack Grealish, who will be rain to goals. Former team is actually with when he played with Manchester City. So he's still a spy for them. Don't get that wrong. So he would be
Mm,
trying to help out his former team and his former manager to actually share the spoils down there at Merseyside tomorrow. So it is what it is. But again, I
yeah.
think Arsenal will win this one if we start with the right lineup. If we have
Mm,
Madueke down there to start the game, I think his incursion into the final third of that Everton back four will cause lots of problems. Eze would actually open them up in this
yeah.
game if he steps up. But I want to see Gyökeres for some reason. I want to see Gyökeres start this matchup. It's
Mm,
well suited for him because
yeah.
he's a strong guy. He's not the tallest anyway, but he's a strong guy. He would match the energy of Tarkowski and
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Keane.
Definitely.
So because there'll be a skirmish in that central area, in that central defense in the
Mm,
final third
Tarkowski is a
into
wind up
their
there.
box. So you
He
do
is a
need a
wind
strong
up.
guy that can try to bully them or try to push them around and
Mm,
cause a lot of ruckus and actually open up spaces for Trossard and for Madueke to make those incursive runs into the 18-yard box and cause lots of problems and open up the play because they are going to pack the bus. There's no doubt about that.
mm.
So it's what it is. Let's see if Arteta can open them up. low block.
They
has
got
always
some
been
big
our
players
problem.
out there, to be honest. I mean, I think if it was me, I would turn around to Gyökeres and just say, make those two defenders days a nightmare, because Tarkowski will lose his rag. He does it every single game. So
Yeah.
Gyökeres is another one that don't take no shit or anything like that. So put them two pinned to each other and just try and get the guy sent off or something, or because they will kick out. One of them will kick out. Probably be Gyökeres, knowing your look.
Yeah. So that's why I'm advocating for Gyökeres. But do you think it's a perfect fit for Gyökeres after all these arguments that have been and civil war amongst Arsenal fans bordering on the striking position?
It depends. It all depends. It depends for me whether you've been doing things on the training pitch to get Gyökeres involved in what you do. To me, if you're just doing it where it's normal, where Gyökeres goes on and eventually he's going to score and all this, that, and the other, then no, because you've got to put him in to the right place and start training with him and get him used to the way that Arsenal play, or even change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
We've already been through that, mate.
Anyway, it is what it is, but I think it's going to be a hard-fought win. I think we'll win. I think we'll be under pressure because City would have already been topping the table, and I think we'll be under pressure to respond. I think the urgency will be there because Arsenal have not been playing with this urgency these past weeks, but right now the urgency is there. We'll be seeing Manchester City towering above us in the league table. We can't afford that disgrace. We can't afford that complete embarrassment. Definitely not against Everton. Yeah, with the kind of players that they have out of this game, their core, the fulcrum of their team is out. So there's no excuses. Don't make no mistakes. This wasn't the Everton team that faced Nottingham Forest. The Everton team that faced Nottingham Forest were killers, bro. So yeah, let's be frank about that. So we're facing a watered down Everton. We have no excuses. We have to go down there and grind out a win. Not pound them, because there's no pounding in this one. It's gonna be a lucky one. Yeah, they're gonna pack the bus, find a way, open them up, and get a goal. I look at it as a low scoring game, 2-1. And I think our defense will still be susceptible to and vulnerable to conceding goals now that Gabriel is still not there yet. So likely Timber might be featuring now there, and Saliba.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm going to change
back after suspension.
I'm going to change mine to an Arsenal win, because I always get them wrong. So I'll go for an Arsenal win.
Exactly. Big ups, Yeti. Thanks, bro. Yeti, you should be supporting me to win this league, bro. Because for some reason, why do I think you want Man City to win this league? Oh my days, bro. You don't want to see your people happy, bro.
I want
most
Forest
of your friends are Arsenal fans,
bro. I want Forest to win the league. I don't want anybody else to win the league. Don't get it twisted. I don't want anyone to win the league other than Forest. That's my main aim. Not that it's going to happen.
What it is. It is what it is, Yeti. We'll move on to the next one, Yeti. Leeds versus Crystal Palace, and it's going to be at Leeds, bro.
Yeah, that's
big matchup. That's a big
There's some really good
matchup,
games.
bro.
There's some really good games just before
exactly,
Christmas.
Bro. Massive games, and thank God there's no work for me tomorrow. The season is the referee season is over, so I'll be doing a couple of watch-alongs. I'll be doing the Man City watch-along. I'll be doing the Chelsea Newcastle watch-along. I'll be doing many of them. So,
if I wake up, there is. I think they are doing some good stuff at the minute. They're playing some decent stuff as well. They really sort of getting the ball forward quite quick as well, and I just think they're looking on a really good note at the moment. But, and this is a but, Crystal Palace got a 2-2 against Cups in the Conference League. And I can imagine there's going to be quite a reaction. But, I mean, who's going AFCON on these ones? Because I don't. I ain't done my research on who's going to AFCON and all that. Stuff.
Really, I don't. I'm not so sure. I don't really know. I'm not really sure. I don't think any I don't think they have any big, huge African contingent down there. Mateta is French.
Mm.
Um, in KEI is English. Who else?
Who else
They
is there?
might
There's
have a defender or so. That's Matt Gay is
oh,
French. It's
Gay's
not
English though, isn't
Sorry, Gay is English. Sorry.
he?
I can't really say. And Leeds don't really have African contingent either, like that.
No,
So it's
no.
gonna be a pretty much even kind of game in terms of personnel, but it's gonna be tough, bro, because I can count how many teams right now can go to Leeds and say they're comfortable.
Mm, true, true. I mean, I think Palace will come away with it, to be honest, or possibly draws like floating into my head as well. But I don't know. I like Palace at the moment. I think they've got it running really well
Yeah.
with Wharton. I mean, Wharton's not going to the AFCON, is he? Because now you're going to tell me he's going to the AFCON.
Yeah, exactly.
Wharton is an absolute quality player. You know, he is an absolute quality player, and I think they've got a lot of good quality players as well. Pino, and I think I've got to go for a away win for
Mm.
Palace.
Away win for Palace, and you know what, people? I'm straight right in the bank with my friend Yeti. I think Crystal Palace will win that one, bro. I mean, you need to look at the performance against City. I mean, where my raiding City still kept them under the leash, still had a few chances here and there, still played quite well, still hit the post twice against Manchester City, red hot City. I mean, on a very, very good day, you would say Crystal Palace should have at least drawn that game against Man City. And that's probably one of the best teams in England. So going up against Leeds, I mean, Leeds have been able to ramp up some certain games, ramp up some certain points, at home. The dreadful place to go to these days. I'm not confident going there either, but it is what it is. I think Crystal Palace takes this one. I think they're more tenacious. I think they have a more probing strike force. In KM might be showing up to the plate. Mateta is down there. I mean, they have lots of players that could just bail them out on situations. And again, they now have a penchant now for scoring set piece goals, and Matt Gay is also part of that muscle that helps them out in those kind of situations. So it is what it is. I think.
And Glasner's a quality manager as well. He is a very, very good manager, Glasner.
Glasner's yeah, and he has rejected a new contract, so he might be in the eye of the top club, innit?
Would you take him at Arsenal over Arteta if Arteta was to go?
I mean, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to take any kind of manager now. I just give me the best now. It's the best I want now. I don't want any manager that I would have to think about. No, see, he's a good manager. On a good day, I'll take him. But the thing there is that I'm tired with experiment. Arteta was an experiment, whether we like it or not. Glasner might likely be a good fit, but I see, again, it could work, it could not work out. Just give me Zidane. How about give me Zidane? I'm tired. Or give me Flick. Let's just know we're going for an outright winner, and come to the club. I don't want to do this. Maybe managers. Is showing up to the plate. If there's anyone that's showing up to the plate that I want at Arsenal, that person might be Areola. I think Areola is
I get that.
I think he's more seasoned. I think Glasner has won a title. Don't get that wrong. In Europe, but I still think Areola can make use of forward players more. He gets them scoring goals, gets them running circles around defenders. He's a more diversified kind of manager. I would like. Rather than Glasner. That's if I'm to do experimentation. Luis Enrique, boys with PSG, he can't come. He can't come to this mess we have here. But again, it is all good. Let's see what happens. Yeti will come to the final one, and that will be on Sunday. Fulham versus Nottingham
Monday. It's on
Forest.
Monday night.
Oh, it's a Monday night. Okay.
Yeah, Monday night.
Yet another London team. I mean, Arsenal smashed you up. It's a London team. You smashed up Spurs this past weekend. I don't know your result against Brentford. Did you get a win against Brentford?
We beat
Or
Brentford.
did they beat you?
We beat Brentford. That was the first game of the season, wasn't it?
Oh, you beat Brentford. So actually, this season, London teams, have fallen to your sword. So I mean, it's good.
There's only you bombs that ain't fallen to the sword yet.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, apart from the Arsenal, I mean, let's put some perspective.
There's only you bombs in London that ain't fallen to the sword.
So yet another London team again. Fulham, Nottingham Forest. Take it away, Yeti.
You know what? I hate playing Fulham because Fulham are one of those teams that always seems to have our number. But with the AFCON and everything like that, because I've just checked this on YouTube, I think Bassi and I think what's the guy's name who you used to have? Forgot his name now. The winger. I think them two are sort of going to AFCON.
Bassi and Iwobi will be going for the AFCON competition. They're already gone, actually. So you're lucky.
Sangari's gone as well. I think.
Sangari's gone. Now that's a threat, bro.
That's bad.
A threat going.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's a big, bro. Sangari, it's true. That changes the equation, bro. But you still have enough quality to get you over the line, innit, Yeti?
Oh, yeah, I believe so. I mean, the thing is, though, with Fulham, they are one of those teams that they seem to be a real sort of bogey team for us. It's always one of them games where it's gets really, really frustrating. So, and I think their manager, whatever his name is, Sanchez or Carlos or whatever his name is,
Andrew Silva.
Yeah. I would have got there eventually. But,
you just scribble the name out. I mean, you just call the name. You just imagine the name and just call the name. Man, you're a legend, my bro. You're a legend, bro.
Whatever goes into the head comes out the mouth.
I'm telling you, bro. You just scribble the name. The colors. I mean, just they sound like. I mean, any name. It goes. My bro.
Forest win definitely. It's at Craven Cottage, so I mean it's going to be a difficult one. I believe it is at Craven Cottage, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
It's at Craven Cottage.
Yeah. So I mean, look, it's always a difficult game with Fulham. I'll never sort of underestimate them or anything like that. Their manager, I forgot his name again already, even though you just told me. Their manager he's a good manager. He gets them playing some really tough stuff as well. You know, they're a tough team to beat. Harry Wilson is a really good player as well. You know, I think it's not going to be an easy game. Let's put it that way. It's not going to be an easy game. Without Sangari, that's a big loss. But we have got other players that can actually come in and take their chance as well. But trust me, it's going to be a tough game. And mate, to be honest, my head says a win. My heart says a draw, and my shitting pants says a loss. I can't say any better than that. Yeah.
Even if two of the powered up players, of the marquee players, are off for the AFCON competition. That's funny.
It's a win or a draw for me. It's a win or a draw. Yeah, forget the loss. I just said that because I wanted to mention shitting pants.
Yeah.
It's a win or a draw. You know, it's a tough one. It's going to be a very tough game. I never underestimate any team, as you know. Big up to Paul Fulwell. How you doing, matey? Big up
Paul
to
Fulwell, Blue Nose. Big up to him. That's my guy. Yeah, Paul Fulwell, Blue Nose. Big up to you. Paul Fulwell, hope you're doing well. Hope you're pushing it. Yeah, you have to keep pushing, Paul. You have to keep pushing. I mean, he's going through some personal stuff. But Paul, please just keep pushing it. Always
Yeah,
know that we're together.
100%.
Always remember that we're together. I sent you a message on your Instagram, wishing you well and giving you the right motivation
Mm,
for what you're facing. No matter what, you just keep pushing. Everyone is going through
absolutely.
lots of stuff in this
Absolutely.
fucked up world where we're living in. But
Mm,
you just have to push through. Push through. Yeah. Push through. Don't ever give up. Push through. Yeah. Big
100%.
up to you, my bro. And T,
100%,
Yeti,
mate.
yeah. I mean, I hear you. But again, like I said, I think you have enough quality. I mean, after what you did last weekend, bro. I mean, you can remove Sangari out of the equation. Bro, you still have Jesus, who runs at defenders, bro. His
Mm,
pressing game is second to none. I would like that
yeah.
kind of guy just pressing, bro. Bro, I have strikers and none of them are pressing, bro.
Mm.
I mean, Kai Havertz used to
Yeah, but
press,
then you'd have to
but
change your
Gyökeres is not,
system.
bro.
But
Jesus
then
is
you'd have
pressing
to
like a
change your
lion. He
system,
wants to
and you don't
slap
want to
your,
change the
bro.
system.
Bro, seriously, I see Jesus trying to. He wants to snap your legs off.
Mm,
He's a marauding beast. Even if he has a miniature kind of stature, kind of
mm.
smallish kind of stature, but
Well,
he's
no, he's got
pressing
some
hard.
power about him, mate. He's got some
Exactly,
power.
bro. Hutchinson is pressing hard. So again,
Mm,
and he's also an outlet too. So it is what it is. You have Hudson Odoi who's down there, and don't forget that you have Gibbs.
mm.
Gibbs. Gibbs who's down there, who I think is also, is becoming kind of like a flashy player for you guys. But he's
Yeah,
on a good day, he can rip your team apart. So having said that, I think you still have a team that could literally face Fulham for what
yeah.
it is right now. And then what it is right now is that it's a weakened team. Bassi is a strong rock in defense for them. Don't get that twisted. Iwobi is also a big outlet for them to
Mm.
be able to
Oh yeah,
create because
Bassey's huge for them.
exactly
Yeah.
he has goals. His GA is steady for them this season. He's scored goals. He's assisted for them. He will be missing in that game. So
Mm.
that's a big advantage for Nottingham Forest.
It is.
I think you
It is,
should
and it
use it.
isn't. It is, and it isn't, because you're obviously going to have somebody who sat on the bench and stays on the bench, who's going to come
Mm.
on and try and
But
show what
who is
he's
he? A player of
capable of.
quality?
You know?
That's it. Is he a
I
player
don't
of
know. I
quality
don't know
with
what
with no
players.
drop off?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a drop off. I mean, they can come in and just have the game of their lives. So I never actually look at it like that. To me, as a football fan, whoever puts the shirt on needs to earn the shirt, and that's it.
Yeah.
So if somebody's not going to be able to play, then the person that comes in needs to be able to wear the shirt with pride and show that they deserve the shirt. So I would expect nothing more from Fulham. The same as I would expect nothing more from my team. It's going to be a tough game. It is definitely going to be a tough game. If we can kind of weather the storm and then kind of maybe, as I say, with every team, because I think that's just the standard that we have. If we can weather the storm, press the shit out of them, and then earn the right to play, and then get something on the break and just be clinical as fuck when we do. I mean, I'd love nothing more than for us to come out and play exactly the same way as we did against Spurs. But football don't work like that. It
Yeah.
doesn't work like that. You've got to earn the right to play, and Fulham are a tough team to get one over. So I'm not going to take this in any other way. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a really tough game. But like I say, if we do the right things and we're clinical when we get the chances, then we'll win it.
Okay. I mean, I hear your argument, but I mean, I have a different idea about how the game is going to go. I think your team um have got that mentality away from home this season, especially
Mhm.
after winning against Liverpool. When you go to Anfield, stomp up the yard down there and smack up Liverpool
Yeah, yeah,
3 goals to
yeah.
nil away from home. Anfield, you can't equate Anfield with Creighton Cottage, by any standard. Anfield
Mm.
is always a place that's very vociferous. You don't just go there and win games. So, if not, I mean, you've done it. I've not done it. I mean, I can count since the last time I won at Anfield. So it's something I would like to do, definitely. And I didn't do it this season.
Well, it
so
feels good. It feels good, mate. I'll be honest. It does feel good.
I mean, it is what it is. But, it is what it is. So when you go away from home, and have a decent form going away from home, and you're going to Fulham, not necessarily firing on all cylinders, not necessarily creating much. And now that, one of their chief creators is out of the game, I struggle to see who will come into that team and create at the level at which Iwobi is creating and helping out the team and also scoring some certain kind of important goals for them this season. I strictly see no one who's going to come in and help out in that situation with no big drop off. Yeah, there could be a quality player coming from the bench, but I think there'll be a drop off because Iwobi has always been playing this season. Is their core guy, is the guy they send the ball to, is their outlet, is everything. He creates for them. Counter attacks.
I think Bass is their biggest loss.
Everything is there. So they missing him tomorrow. That is a big chance to exploit if you're Nottingham Forest. And again, Gibbs will be licking his lips at that. Yeah. Offensive players like Jesus have been licking his lips, ready to stomp up on that. Mostly when Bassey's not going to be there. So they'll be lightweight at the back. So, Bassey's the one that keeps that defense glued up. So, if I was your forward players, I would be, Hudson-Odoi, you should be licking your lips against this tasty matchup against Fulham. It's going to be hard, but you do have characters that could do it. That's what I think.
100%.
Yeah. So what will be your scoreline? Okay.
As I always say, Tony, right? As I always say, you've got to turn up and you've got to show up, and you've got to do that for every single game, and you've got to do that for 90 minutes. If we do that, and if we turn up and we show up, then yes, we can beat them. I think we can beat anybody if we do that. 100%. Same as you think that you can beat anybody if you turn up like that. That's the way football works. So I think if we can do that, I think we can actually sort of outfight them and give them a little bit more to worry about. We've got to be clinical when we get our chances. Jesus is going to be an absolute nightmare for any defence at this point in time. Having Bassey would have been a big difference with Jesus because Bassey's a big guy and he's been really showing up when it comes to the defensive stuff. So, I don't know who they will actually put in that position, but Anderson's a decent defender as well. Look, if we can put ourselves onto it, Anderson's just going to be as immense as he always is. Look, I'm not being funny, but saying 130 odd mil, that's not even enough because every single game that guy turns up, every single game. Nico Williams, absolute phenomenal. Murillo, phenomenal player. Milenkovic, phenomenal player. Savona, I've remembered his name.
Savona,
absolute class. We lost Ola Aina.
Absolute class,
And this guy's just come in and he's done a great job.
And he just came in, and people, Sabona, in case you don't know Sabona, he just came into the football club. That was last season, bro. He was a rookie last season, bro.
Yeah.
To the Premiership, right?
I think we signed him in the window, didn't we? I think he came from Inter Milan.
From Inter Milan, but he's actually new to the Premiership. It's not like he's a seasoned defender. He's new. So he just came in slots. They slot into that system, and he's looking okay. He's looking okay.
To me, it's an away game. An away game, if you win it, awesome. If you get a draw, that's kind of understandable sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's the way I've always looked at it. If you win a game away, that's absolutely awesome because you silence the crowd and everything like that. Would I love a win against Fulham? Fuck yes, I would. because they've always had this thing over us anyway, along with like Bournemouth. Bournemouth's another one that's always got one over on us. So yeah, I would love a win. I mean, Emil Smith Rowe, he's playing decent at the minute as well. I think he is one of their sort of main creators as well. He seems to be really on it at the moment. Berger, who'd have got in the middle, you know, I think we'll be okay with that. I think Anderson should be able to handle that. And whoever comes in for Sangai will probably be Douglas Luiz. So I think we've got that covered. And then you've got Morgan Gibbs White in the 10 role. You know, I think we've got it covered when it comes to the tough stuff and actually fighting to actually get the right to play. And then you've got the wingers, Amari Hutchinson, you know, just gets better and better every game. And Jesus will, I mean, he is so good at getting his head on the ball.
His pressing game, that's what kills me, bro.
Excellent.
You hardly find strikers that press it with so much intensity like that. I mean, Kai Havertz used to do that for us when he was fit, but I mean, bro, that pressing is intense, bro. Odegaard does that still from midfield, but I mean, he takes the cake, bro. I mean, he's always pushing, he's always running, he's like a marauding beast. He's ready. I mean, I like the guy, bro.
100%. 100%. I'll be back in a second, mate. I just need to go for a pee.
Yeah, bro. Go do that. Let's close up the show. See ya, people. Me and Yeti, we've already actually taken up all the games that we're to be expecting in the Premiership this weekend. So it is what it is. You know, he's topped up his team about the game against Fulham. And I see why he's wary about it. You know, Sangare is out. It's an away game. You know, away fans for the fairest crowd. You know, Griffith Cottage is always a crazy place to go to, even as an Arsenal fan. So one of those dicey places to go to. But again, it is what it is. Arsenal will be heading down to Everton. See, people, I see a win. I see a win. Yeah. Gunners for life. You have to be here for me with that one. For that one. Yeah. Paul Forward, you have to be here. You know, see, people, Arsenal is to win this game against Everton. There is no questions about that. And right now, we have the advantage. Yeah. This Everton team isn't your regular Everton. Yeah. It's the Everton that's already watered down. Gaye out. Yeah. Gaye is out. Ndiaye out.
Big players out. Big players.
So, I mean, we need to make use of this here. Yeti. I mean, let's close out the show. I mean, brother, 2 hours, 30 minutes talking football with my friend. I mean, see, people, easy. We don't have to curse each other out. We don't have to. Yeah, I mean, people, you guys know Yeti uses curse words a lot of the time, but he's not had the need of those tools with me, you know, and it's for a reason, because when you're with a friend of yours and you just talk football, you know, there's no ego, nothing. Everyone just wanna have a good time, relax, and you know, just talk football. This is what you get: a great show, and time just flies. You just fly away, Dave.
Mate, the cursing comes in after January the 17th.
Exactly, bro. That's when the curses come out, bro. That's when it comes out. That's when it comes out. Gunners for Life says, stay strong, Paul. And of course, Gunners for Life says, I'm a bit more hopeful knowing Everton are missing those players. Koig. Great stream, guy, says Gunners for Life, my head moderator. Yeti. Yeah, close the show up for us, bro. Let's go.
Well, I mean, right. I'll just mention this before we close it up. I've been looking into trying to get to a few games and stuff like that. So I've been looking at that on the internet, and apparently I've got to join this My Forest Pro membership or something, which costs us £45. But then it says Premier League home games, I get third priority. And I don't know what that's about. Is that like I pay for it, I buy a ticket, and then I go, and there's two other people in front of me, and if they accept the other two, then I have to go home with nothing. I don't know what the
Oh
fuck
my
that means, bro.
God.
Can we have the days back where I just go to the turnstile, go, yeah, here's me 20 quid, and I just go in and sit down. It was simple. Everything was simple. It was just a lot better. So yeah, I am actually looking into like trying to get to a few games, and if I can sort it out, I will be there for January the 17th at the City Ground to watch
Oh my
Nottingham
days.
Forest
Imagine
against
Yeti down there, bro.
Arsenal. And I tell you what, hey, if I get anywhere near Arteta, I will be shouting shit out.
Do us a favor, Yeti. Oh my days, Yeti. Do us the favor, my guy. Do us a favor. See, people, me and Yeti are about to call it quits this night. Yeah, and let's just be on our way and go slip it off because big games coming up tomorrow. And I have to watch all of them. I have a holiday for some goddamn reason. Yeah, no refereeing this weekend. So, I just have to relax and watch these Premiership games and eat and get fat. That's what I want to do now this weekend. So, so yeah, E. It is what it is. We'll catch up tomorrow. I mean, I'll come back to you on your channel on the charts. I know you'll do, you'll do the same. But it is what it is. Yeah.
Well,
so,
I'll just explain to everybody as well the way it's going to work. I've got StreamYard, so I can share the stream to Tony's channel. But the way I'm going to do it is 1 week Tony will be on that side, and it will be on his channel as if it's on his channel. And then the next week I'll be over on that side, and we'll kind of do it like that. But I do enjoy it. Does get a little bit heated at times, but I enjoy that as well, to be quite honest with you. But it would never come to a point where we fall out or anything like that.
No.
So we are massive friends, and it will always be the same. And we have some great conversations and great chats, and I love it. That's why it goes 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Exactly, bro. You don't go 2 hours and 30 minutes with someone that's a complete stranger with you. And you guys knew how the show started and now it's ending. So, and that's it. I've been rolling with Yeti for nearly 2.5 years now. Nearly 2.5 years now. So, and Yeti's one of these guys I've never had. I mean, if I check, Yeti's one of these guys I've never had an issue with. Like one single, maybe there was one thing, probably maybe I said, and then Yeti called me to it, and he told me privately, "Hey, Tony, I don't like this," or something like that. But I mean, I completely didn't know what that was anyway. But I was like, okay. And apart from that, nothing.
That was about you being
never had any issue at all. So you're one of those people I've never had, in this space, not even one issue with. And I respect those kind of relationships. I respect those kind of working relationship with people that you could, you just do your job, you smile while doing it, and you're happy. You're talking football, and you're happy while doing it. It fosters friendship, brings out content for your channel and for my channel. We're all happy. We're eating. We're drinking. I mean, it's people. Yeah, this life is simple. It's we humans that make it a hell to live.
Yeah. 100%.
It's a simple life. It's a simple 100%. Life. We can all coexist. We can all enjoy the fruits and reap the benefits of our labor, But we ourselves make it hard for each other to trust each other, to be friends with each other, to actually do things together. We are our own problems. So it is what it is, Yeti, 3rd episode. I mean, what a blast, bro. What a blast.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was awesome, mate, to be honest. It was absolutely awesome. One thing I will say is don't put people on. I mean, I'm not on about you, I'm on about other people to just sort of have a go at people and all this, that, and the other. To me, it's just really cheap content. To be honest,
Mm.
it's a bit like the old rap battles between Tupac and Biggie Smalls and all that.
Biggie.
And it sells. It does sell. There's no doubt about it. It sells.
Yeah, it does.
People want
It
to go
does.
to one thing, want to go to another thing. And the last thing I'm going to say is just don't call people pussy holes when you are actually a pussy hole yourself. You know, that's probably the best way of doing that as well. So, yeah, other than that, take care, guys. Enjoyed the show. Enjoyed your comments and stuff. We can't cover all of them, unfortunately. But there is massive respect there between us and the chat. Without the chat, we ain't nothing. So, you know, you guys are fucking gold.
Yeah. From me and Longer the Yeti people, we are out. Catch us next week, people.
Take care, guys. See you later.
Yeah. Peace.
Oh, shit. It's me, isn't it?
It's you. I was waiting. Yeah, he strikes again.
I forgot it was me that ends the stream. Right, take care, guys. I'll catch you all.
Were you waiting for the thunder to rip off the cage? Oh, my days, bro.
All right, take care, guys. Love, man.
Take care, people. Well, love, peace.
Enjoy your
Peace,
football.
people.
Catch you later, guys.
Yeah, peace.